Well, here we are. We're live right now. Isn't that crazy?
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
What's going on? All right, we're live. We're here. I hit the record button, so I don't want to not hit that button again like I did the first episode of this, so let's do it. Hello and welcome to Game Complainers Zeo. I can't do the Zeo like the chorus. I should get that on the soundboard. So I can say Game Complainers, they hit the Zeo thing.
Zio.
Yeah, I have that. I have to just put it on here. Oh man, we got a loaded chat room here. We got Wesson. We had Dreadpool in at one point. Cam Amaze here. Wicked Hot is in here. D with a $10 super chat. Thank you. So let's go. Claps hands. Where's the tangible? Where's the tailgate party? The tangible party.
I think they're all tangible.
RWK88's in here. Venom Dave is in here. Scott Pin is in here.
I think that's pronounced pain.
Scott Payne.
Yeah.
Listen, I speak English. I don't speak decoded words. That's for a computer to do. We got Hockey Fan in here. All right, so we're ready to rock and roll, I think, right? Frank?
Yeah. It's been a hell of a Wednesday so far.
It's been a hell of a Wednesday. And just give me a second before you talk about the first topic here. How have you guys been doing? Well, I'm stalling for time.
Great. Same old, same old.
same
Just hanging
old
out.
stuff.
Same old shtick. Different day, huh?
Yeah. I'm actually trying to play through Halo Wars because I never beat that game, believe it or not.
Really? Halo Wars? You really gonna play that?
I'm gonna finally just beat it once and then never play it again.
Well, you gotta play Gears Tactics now.
Oh, I played a little bit of that, but I don't know.
I tried. I couldn't when it first came out.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? A wild Star Fox has appeared. Well, the biggest news of today, before we went live, they took my advice. Is Nintendo listening to us as well?
I
Maybe
hope
not.
so.
Nah, I don't know. Well, here it is. Star Fox 64 is being remade from the ground up for the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's called Star Fox.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted. And I've said that a million times on this show.
This is what they needed to do. The last game was 0 and it sucked, and it was literally 10 years ago, almost to the day. Came out, like,
Notice how
April.
that was not mentioned at all when they talked about the history of Star Fox.
Nope. They didn't even they don't that's like their Virtual Boy or CDI or whatever. They want to like ignore that.
That's
Like,
a CDI version, yes.
So this is
Yeah.
the Nintendo 64 version remade from the ground up.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
And
Okay.
it's just called Star Fox. It's exactly what I told you guys for years that they should do, and they did it.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
if
not
I
really
could just hit
surprising,
the
though.
lottery, for God's sakes, I think we'd all be set here.
It's not surprising though, because Nintendo's been kicking ass for basically a year now. You know, they've been putting stuff out left and right. So
Did you see the thing? Miyamoto had a suit on and he flashed everybody and it was Star Fox. I was
Really?
like, whoa,
Oh,
what if he was
man.
naked under there or something?
maybe that's why they were so excited to do the showcase in like 15 minutes when they were like, yeah, it's happening.
They're trying
Can't
to
wait any
like
longer.
they're trying to like stop the leaks from coming out by just dropping 15-minute. It's like, what are you doing? Just be Nintendo. Who cares?
Yeah, and this got leaked out anyway, so
I want to know why Falco looks like Marv from Home Alone.
they're all kind of like a little off-putting, but I like the design.
I
People are
don't.
complaining
I
about
never
it.
liked the real lifelike animals that they always use for the promos. I always thought that was kind of scary.
Well, now you got them.
And now they're scarier in this game.
Well, it's Slippy's all wet and stuff. It's like, how is he operating a spaceship? He's wet. Like, what?
I don't know. And
I'm fine with it.
who's the bunny again?
Peppy hair.
Peppy. He used to sound like good old JR. Now he doesn't sound like that anymore.
That's probably a good thing, though. We don't want him saying stuff like JR.
We don't want Devon Dudley playing this game. I don't know.
No,
No.
he will not be partaking.
This is what they needed to do though, because like I was just saying, Zero came out 10 years ago. There's kids that have been born that are teenagers in high school that have never gotten a new Star Fox game. Like they need to start over, and this is the exact way.
Well,
should
at
do
least
it.
you got 2 Star Fox games before Fable came out. Isn't that crazy? That's literally once in a lifetime.
I don't know how that's possible, but it is.
Go ahead, Ant.
Yeah, no, they need to you know, do the remake thing or the rebuild stuff from the ground up. Especially because they can do something like this on the Switch too, so it makes more sense for it to, you know, much rather have seen this now than on the Switch 1.
Oh yeah.
So I think a year in, Nintendo's been putting stuff out, and we haven't really had to wait like a long time in between releases. So that's been cool. This thing's already coming out next month. So
Well,
think
that's
pretty
why
cool.
I like Nintendo, because you don't even know this game exists. They did this last year with Donkey Kong. We didn't know this game existed at all. And they announced it today, and they're like, yeah, it comes out next month. Thank you.
Yeah, they don't waste any time.
They don't
'cause
waste
why?
time like Xbox
Yeah.
and Microsoft over there. Ooh, it's coming, guys. Ooh, it's coming in 2049 when they're burying your corpse. Woo.
They'll play it at your funeral.
Yeah,
Your
stay on
great
Game Pass,
grandkids can
though.
play it, so buy the Series X right now.
And to be honest,
And
even
keep
though this
paying for
got
Game
leaked-
Pass every fucking week.
Even though this got leaked, it only got leaked like a month ago. Like it's not like it leaked like a year in advance. Like we
Yeah,
didn't have
but
to
that
wait
was a
long at
leak.
all.
We didn't even know if that was real.
Right.
And you're
I just
thinking,
love the fact that they just came out of nowhere and they're like, yeah, here's a showcase that's happening right now. Like,
well, I was in bed, so we couldn't even jump on here and cover it. I was like, I'm not getting out of bed for this
such
shit.
a Nintendo thing for them to do. Like, they don't give anybody notice. That's probably the least amount of notice they've ever given for like an event.
They're getting shorter and shorter. Next time it's going to be in 30 seconds.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
I think the Zelda one that's coming, I think they're going to make sure you know what day that is, because they're going to be selling bundles.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
probably show that in June for the holiday. For
There's a
November,
rumored
I would think.
there's a rumored Switch bundle coming for Zelda, so for the 40th anniversary. So
Did you hear the rumor that came out today about that? I don't know. I don't know who this guy
yeah,
is.
we're gonna
but-
talk about that. That's one of the topics.
Okay.
We could talk about that right after this, but I mean, I like this game. I wish I had footage, but I got up too late, so no footage. Sorry.
Well, you
but-
know, if you got out of bed, it would have been Star Fox Adventure remake or something horrible.
That's
that
what I'm
you'd seen.
saying. Like every time I sleep, something good happens. When I'm awake, all the dumb shit happens, and I
You
got to
go to
sit
sleep.
through it. So yes, there you go. You got Star Fox. It's in 60 FPS, and then at the end of the whole showcase, they showed his father, who you're going to finally be able to play. I'm assuming as a DLC mission.
Yeah. It looks like he's going out like Captain Kirk's dad. He's going to die on a mission and then the son becomes the captain.
Well, what if they retcon all that and you find him in Star Fox 64? I'm sorry. It's no longer called 64. You find him at the end of this new game.
Well, yeah, they could do anything they want now because it's like a reboot, which is good. And obviously, we heard there's another rumored game that's going to come later that's completely different. And they're obviously he's in the movie. They're going to be doing movies, so like they're trying to make him like a bigger franchise, which is good because we've only gotten games like once every 5 years, every 10 years, like very sporadically.
And I'm assuming Nintendo is retconning the first 2 games
Yeah,
because
I
this
think
is 64, renamed Star Fox, rebranded. And it is
64 is a stupid gimmick. 64.
well, you had Madden 64, and we were like,
I
well,
know.
where are the other
Yeah.
63 Maddens? Like,
Yeah. We missed a lot of Madden suddenly.
we were up to like, I don't know, 8 Maddens at that point, 9 Maddens at that point. And we're like, how do you go from 9 to 64? Like,
Even Doom 64, it's like, dude, that's a lot of Doom we just did not get.
I'm sure we'll be getting all those.
Yeah, in time.
Yeah, and it'll be the same
No.
game over and over again, as always.
It's cool that they added something, more to this, for people that have played it before, but also, just hearing the new voice acting and stuff like that. It looks like it runs pretty damn good for the Switch too. So
Yeah, 60 FPS, man. Like, you can't beat it.
yeah,
Shout out to Richard in the chat. I missed him. He came in. The Everyman
guys.
is here.
Of course, I saw people saying they're remaking 64 again, and it's like, yes.
What do you mean
remade it in
again?
2000
What do you mean again? They ported it to the 3DS like 10 years ago.
People count that as I'm like, that was 15 years ago. And
Okay.
it was a 3DS version, and it was like not a remake. That's
Yeah,
how dumb
breaking
people
news.
are.
You're still a virgin if you're complaining about that. Come on,
They're
man.
remaking it
They're
again.
remaking it again 15 years later.
Yeah, you know
It's like,
why?
that wasn't a
You know why
remake.
they're putting that game out again? Because it's the best fucking game in the franchise. That's why. You show me a Star Fox game that's better than that, and I don't want to hear that Dinosaur Planet shit.
I'm looking at a screenshot of the 3DS one, and it's like there's like, this is night and day. Like, you could tell this is like, yeah, there was probably improvements on this, but it's like, this is like rebuilt up for the Switch 2's
Yeah.
hardware. So it's like,
You should be
again,
happy
like,
getting the Star Fox. You're not getting the fucking Wii U port.
yeah,
You should
I
be
don't know
praying
why.
to God on your hands and knees. Matthew Bonks, what's going on?
It's like, it just shows you that some fan bases will never be happy no matter what you do.
No, they never will. Like
Absolutely.
Resident Evil. Like, you know what I mean? With you guys over there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, why are they remaking this one? They should make a new one. They should remake. Just take what you can get, you stupid fuck.
Yeah. It's not really that, like, Nintendo fans should take this as a win because you're going to get the Zelda stuff after this. So
The
it's
fact
like,
that he's back after 10 years, I'll take anything you got. I thought this guy was dead and gone.
yeah,
I don't think people understand that Wii U port. It was never ported over, and there was a reason why. It was because they don't want anybody to remember that game. They didn't even mention. They mentioned the history of Star Fox today on this stream. That game was not on there at all.
No, because it was very bad. We lived it.
We lived there. I
Was
threw a
that Zero?
freaking
Right.
gamepad across the room when I turned into a freaking chicken. I'm like, this is not Star Fox. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why
Japanese haha he he turn into a chicken horse shit. That's all it is. It's like I'm not
that's why
playing
they
these
had to
games.
go back to this. They had to go back to the roots because they can't make anything else right now. They got to just stick to this for a little bit and see how it goes.
Yes, Venom. They did talk about the barrel roll. They confirmed that you can do a barrel roll in this game.
It has all kinds of features. It has like mouse support and like camera support and online
And
it
the
has, like, everything.
camera, you can pick who you want to be, your avatar. So if you pick Star Fox, if you talk and move your mouth, he moves his mouth too.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
a cool feature because they're trying to sell people on the chat thing. Hey, that's a hell of a way to do
I
it.
know. They're like, please plug in the USB-C camera. Please.
Well, Dreadpool, at least PlayStation guys do buy games, even if they are remakes. Oh.
Oh.
Also, this game is only
Ooh, Forza's coming
$50
out. Yeah, let's see
digital.
the sales on that. Ooh, Forza's coming out. Ooh, Game Pass. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's only
This-
$50 digital.
Everyone should be buying games on every platform. That's the way it should be.
I'm gonna pick this up for sure.
Yeah,
Day
this
one.
is day one. I already pre-ordered them for the shop, but I'm buying this digital. I'll be ready to go.
And people were like, "Oh, I guess the Mario Kart game was a one-off at 80." I'm like, they said that. Like, why does nobody pay attention ever? Like, there's variable pricing. They know they're not going to charge $80 for Star Fox.
They only charge $80 for Mario Kart, so you would buy the fucking bundle at launch, and they could prop up their goddamn numbers. I mean, does anybody pay attention to this? Anybody know business?
No, they don't. They really don't.
No, they just hear, hey, did you hear they got $80 games? Hey, did you hear they got $80? And it just goes down the line of like people that just don't pay attention.
Grand
They
Theft
just-
Auto's $100. Yeah, well, if it is, it is. I mean, what are you going to do about it? Call Rockstar or don't buy the game. How about that? Ooh, well, I can't not buy the game. Yeah, you cannot buy the game. Ooh, I can. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
put
like
the
it's a
wallet on the
drug.
counter.
I can't.
"Oh, I need it. I have to have it. It's a drug." Like, it's not. Just don't
I
buy it
should.
then. Wait however long, like an idiot, after you waited all these years. It's like, yeah, I don't want to pay $100 for GTA, but I'm gonna pay it if it happens to be. What am I gonna say? I'm not gonna lie and be like, "Oh, I'll never do that. That's my morals." No, it's not. I waited 12 years for this game to come out. Playing it.
No,
I
it's
still find it
it's
funny
fun.
though that it came out. You got 2 Star Fox games before Fable came out. I think that's crazy. Go ahead, Ant.
I know, I'm just saying, like, it's funny how, again, the way things are kind of moving over with Nintendo, uh, the stuff that does eventually come back, and it just kind of hits with another generation because it's been that long. It's still better than just not getting anything at all. And even if it's, if people even complain about the fact that it's that much and what you're actually getting is, it's definitely worth it. So
What about hey, when did the 3DS version of Star Fox come out?
uh
2011.
yeah, 2011 is what
Okay,
it
so
says here.
Fable Legends, you played the beta in what, 2012? No, 2012 wasn't even,
2013.
the Xbox One wasn't even out yet.
It was like 2013. It was like right when the Xbox One came out.
No, it wasn't 2013 because it came out at the end of the year, Xbox One. So it was 2014 at least.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me look it up. Fable Legends
I
beta.
like the fact that we can wait a generation before a remake. It gives new light to the next generation. Yeah, that's true. I agree. There should be a wait, Resident Evil, they remade that first game in 6 years. I think that was pretty decent waiting time. Not that
Yeah, there was enough technology improved.
not that people were asking for that remake. That just came out of left field. And we were like,
Hey, you know what?
oh, we're gonna get that now.
You
What?
know what's weird? So I played it before this, but the beta like ended a few days before Star Fox Zero came out in 2016.
Wow, that's fucked up,
Isn't that
man.
Yeah.
weird?
That's fucked up, man.
I have the email still, by the way, that I was invited to the beta.
Can you read
My
that?
emails. Let me see if
Because
I can
we
pull it
have
up
to
here.
show evidence. It's funny. I'm a Sony pony on YouTube, but I'm an Xbot on Twitter. I don't understand how this works. I think both sides need to take some medication and see
Let
a
me see.
shrink. Let me tell you something. I said on Twitter that Bungie has never recovered from leaving Microsoft. Okay, meaning they haven't had a quality game since they made Halo. Okay, bro, all these PlayStation guys came after me. Well, in my opinion, Microsoft never recovered when Bungie left. It's like, you fucking idiot. I'm not talking about. I wasn't taking a shot at Sony. I was taking a shot directly at Bungie because Bungie's been making stupid decisions since before they even left Microsoft. And they still continue to make dumb decisions. Has nothing to do with Sony. All these Sony guys came after me about that. It's
Okay.
like, and one guy was like, Destiny is greater than Halo. It's like, really, fuckface? Halo 1 through fucking Reach sucks compared to Destiny? Go fuck yourself. You don't know anything about video games.
Yeah, I have it right here. August 29th, 2015. Fable Legends Stress Fest. Join us this Saturday for our most rewarding closed beta session yet. And it tells you all the information about it.
Yeah, Dreadful. The guy's got like 10 accounts, right?
I have a bunch of emails from when this happened. It was 2015.
What does the email say? I was reading the chat.
Oh, sorry. It says Stress Fest. Join us this Saturday for our most rewarding closed beta session yet. And it has all the information about the beta and
What date
all
was that?
August 24th, 2015.
That was Vince McMahon's birthday in 2015. How old was he?
And I have ones from all of them. August 24th, August 27th, August 29th, September 12th, and then I think that was probably one of the last ones I did. But yeah, new features to test this weekend.
Well, next time you
Local
see
test
Phil
zone.
Spencer on the street, say, hey, fuckface, how come we got 2 Star Fox games before Fable?
Do I even have the code here? Yeah, I should say. I'm gonna say that to him.
Put the code on screen so we know you really went.
Redeeming your beta code right here. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't let you go anywhere. Reinstalling Fable Legends on Xbox. Oh, it doesn't let you. They took it out of my thing, by the way, because I had it on my
I never got
my
to play it.
library.
The
Yeah,
game looked really cool.
it was pretty fun.
That's something we could have
Well-
played online.
Well, it's dead and buried now for over a decade. So
But yes, my whole point was Bungie was better off with Microsoft because they were making Halo games. And then I had people writing, well, Halo has been shit since Bungie left Microsoft. It's like, yes, you dumb fuck. That's my whole point. They should have stayed with Microsoft and made Halo games. Hello? Hello, McFly. Said how stupid
Yeah.
these PlayStation guys are too. Holy shit. Like everyone's nuts. They're all crazy.
they both suck. Bungie sucks and 343 sucks. So it's like we can't win. Or
Yeah.
whatever they're called now.
But
Not
I didn't even
343,
bother
Halo
responding
Speed.
because it's gonna blow up in this. No matter what you say, these guys are gonna do a got you moment. It's like, all right, I'll just let it ride out. And I did, and nobody comments on it now.
Like, what do you're gonna have to just like
I don't
pose
have all
naked
day.
in front of all
Listen,
your consoles.
I don't have all day to sit there and fucking argue with people over a shitty company that's about to go out of fucking business anyway. So kiss my ass, motherfucker. Just saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jim Ryan overpaid for that shit. Deal with it. Just like our good buddy Big Dave Batista says, deal with it.
Well, if anyone's getting cut from Sony, it's them. I mean, they haven't produced anything. They produced like Zip, Marathon, and it sucks.
Yeah, they're about to shut that shit down. Not Marathon. They're about to shut down Bungie. So, hey, good luck explaining that one.
Well,
Fucking Jeff Foxworthy wannabe. Fuck you. How about that? See, Dreadpool, I threw it out there. All right. So there you go. Speaking of Fox, Star Fox. There you go. It's coming out on the Switch too, and I can't wait.
June
Yeah.
25th, 2026. So in a little over a month. It's $49.99 digital, $59.99 physical, but most of the stores sell it for the same price physical as digital. So
Yeah. So Nintendo, like the Yoshi game and the Splatoon game, they're $10 less digital, and Amazon listed them for $10 less physical. So what's the point? Wouldn't you just drop the fucking price across the board?
Because I think they're just doing like it's only Amazon and Walmart that's doing it. Best Buy and Target, they're still $10 more physical. So I don't know.
Wow.
They'll probably stop doing that at some point.
Jeff Foxworthy's the voice of Star Fox.
No.
No thanks. I don't want either guy doing the voice of Star Fox.
Can't win with those.
No. We know he's not smarter than a fifth grader. Anyway.
Hey, Peppy, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Flipper,
God,
get
no.
back here.
Oh man. Well, this is good. This was again, Nintendo comes in and just puts something good out there. So
Yeah. It'll be your Switch 2 next month. A month from now.
yep.
I can't wait. If I get a picture for our next topic. That
Yeah,
would
you
be
guys
cool
went through
too.
the ringer
What do you mean?
with the trying to if the next topic is what I see up here.
No, we're gonna save that for a little bit. We're gonna slide right. Even though I
Okay.
started cursing already
Okay.
at the beginning of the show, so screw me.
That's fine.
I can't even use these pictures because Vice keeps uploading pictures of this, and it's annoying.
Yeah, we're actually a month away. It'll be a year on the 5th, right? So another exactly almost a month. We'll be together for the Switch 2 anniversary again. That's funny.
The fates have brought us back together. Let me see something. I'm trying to get a photo here, man. This is crazy. I can't find a freaking photo. Everything's.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure
Everything's from
Nintendo's
fucking
gonna
Vice
have,
over here. It's like enough.
they're gonna have a summer showcase probably in June, like everyone else. So we'll figure out what's
So
next.
what's going on the same weekend? It's
Summer
another
Games
thing going
Fest.
on, Summer Game Fest.
And there's a
on
rumor they're going to
Friday.
show the Resident Evil stuff. So you're going to have to jump on the podcasting station and do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't live stream it if I'm gonna be there. So,
Yeah, you
like,
can.
well, you know what I mean. Like, if John is streaming back here, like on
Oh,
the
right.
actual channel, you
He'll
know what
be
I'm
streaming
saying?
anyway. Okay, got it.
But like, yeah, if I have to do videos, like, I'll have to. I mean, I hate doing this shit. It's either I'm in the UK or I'm not. You know, it's like I can't win with this fucking Summer Game Fest bullshit. Every year, Keeley
Yeah,
gets
well,
the
that's why we
scoop.
did it early because usually it's the week after all that stuff. Like the
Last year, I think Game Fest was the 6th or the 5th as well. So they always Keeley likes to do his shit like early, like the first weekend of June. He's usually on
he
it.
wants to brag.
Yeah, he likes to, because he knows that. Oh well, there's no E3 now, so I'm gonna jump in and do my own thing, And like Frank said, like you'll probably see your Nintendo and all that stuff, but we'll figure that out. Like I said, if I have to do a couple videos, and it is what it is, but I'll have to figure it out. I'm not going to stop people from having a good time at the shop, and
No,
everything's going to be set
you
up.
don't understand. The podcasting booth is going to be open. Like you just go over there and do your thing.
Right.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm doing videos remotely, I basically can just jump in through Discord. That's all I would need.
Yeah,
to,
that's it.
do stuff.
And you're all set.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope Nintendo goes the week after because I'm afraid they're gonna go on like Thursday.
So
or
you're
something
telling me,
crazy.
Anthony, is I have to go build a computer at Micro Center with the bundle that they have right now.
No,
That's what
I'm
you're
not going
telling
to
me I
enable
gotta
you.
do.
No, I'm not telling you to do that.
He's addicted.
No. Because honestly, like I could always bring mine if I need it. If I need to hook it up.
No
and,
one's
like, do
bringing
stuff
any
on it.
computers. If you need one, I got one over here. Don't worry. I even have my 9900K downstairs that's not being used at all. So I could just wipe that and then we could use that one even.
Yeah.
NVMe's are like $400 now. I mean,
Yeah.
they are RAM, but you can buy a pack of RAM for less than the NVMe, which is
It's
crazy.
insane.
All right, I'm going to use this picture because screw whoever made it.
I checked Walmart because like Walmart has PC parts. They're selling DDR4 because that's all they can get.
Yeah, no, I already have a computer with DDR4.
Oh yeah. When input was hot. Oh wait, no.
What is happening? So that freaking not OBS, Discord was like, oh yeah, you can view people you blocked. It's like, why would you randomly send me that?
Thanks.
It screwed up the show for a second. Okay, well there you go. All right, the next topic: Zelda Ocarina of Time remake for the Switch 2. It's supposed to be coming out this year. Again, they want to shadow drop this. What is the deal? There's rumors that this is going to be in 2 parts now.
Yeah, I heard that too. If they're really remaking it, it's going to be extensive. Then maybe they have to. I don't know. They start saying the 2 parts is going to be a child game and then an adult game.
You're going to lose people. Look at Final Fantasy. That didn't work.
Yeah.
You had less people buying the second part of the game than the first. Do you really want to risk that?
I don't think they need to do 2 parts. I mean, the game's not that long.
Oh.
What? How long? I don't remember how long it took me to beat it. I'll look it up. It says 27 to 30 hours. That's not even that long compared to like other stuff. So that rumor might not be true. The rumor that it's coming is like pretty credible, but the 2-parter thing, I don't know who that guy is that said it. So
Were they saying Christmas that was supposed to come out? That was
this will be the big fall game. So like November
okay.
or
It's
something
like
like that.
holiday, basically holiday time.
Yeah, because Pokemon was supposed to come out. That's coming in 27. So this is their big holiday game, allegedly. Which if it is, it's gonna sell. People will buy this. Tons and tons and tons of people will buy Switches to play this game. Especially if it looks like look what they did with Star Fox. Like I even saw the jokes like it's DLSS Star Fox. It literally looks like they redid it completely. If they do that with Ocarina of Time and it looks good, like all the remember fans were making it in like Unreal Engine and stuff. If they do it like that, it's gonna sell like crazy. Because people have been asking for this for years.
Yeah. I mean, I think the time is now when you have the hardware to do it. So I'm happy that while it did, take them a lot longer to bring back Star Fox or to do something like Ocarina of Time, at least now it's like appropriately being done, with the hardware, and things will run the way they're supposed to. So they can just make it worth the wait as long as everything, plays and runs like fans like it, how they want it.
I'm excited for this remake, but I would say I'm still waiting for the remake of this game. A Link to the Past. What is going on?
They should just do that one too.
They should have
I
done
don't
it
know why they
first.
don't. I saw that thing that they said it's the real Zelda 2.
Yeah, they confirmed. That's another news bit on this one. They confirmed that A Link to the Past is really the second Zelda game in the timeline. Well, they're basically saying that Zelda 2 is a direct sequel to the first game, which duh, we all knew that. But they're saying like storyline and time-wise line, it was a failure, so they're just going to pretend like that doesn't exist. And that this game is really the true sequel to the first game.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell that means. It's a sequel. It's not a sequel. I don't know what the hell's going on with the second one. He should have just said, yeah, the second one sucks big fat ass, and we don't want to count it. That's all he should have said.
I mean, the second one is so like different than all the other ones that it doesn't really fit at all. I don't know anybody who's like, that's my favorite Zelda game. I love that game.
No, nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool when we were kids because we're like, oh, wow, a Zelda game where you can actually see the guy fighting. But it was hard and it was annoying. And that was, I think, one of the only ones I didn't beat at the time.
And a Link to the Past just blows that game away.
Oh,
It blows
yeah,
both the first two away.
By a mile. It blows the first two, like you said. Blows it away, baby.
Yep. So I'm sure we're gonna see the info for this in June. They'll announce it for the holidays, and that'll be it.
This is my first Zelda. It's Link's Awakening.
Blink's Awakening?
That got a good remake on Switch.
Yeah. I was going through I have Turok here.
That Zelda
2000.
that Link's Awakening Game Boy Color version, that never came in through the shop yet. I'm waiting. Because
Really?
that's gonna be mine.
This is DX.
Yep.
And this is, you can tell it's from EB Games. It's got the yellow sticker on the back.
Yeah. I remember I was really sick with my asthma and I had to go to the hospital and I was playing that game the whole time. So
yeah.
I have fun. Even though it sucked, it was like, oh, it kept me busy.
Yeah. Kept you distracted.
Talos, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remake A Link to the Past like Link's Awakening? No, I would give it the full 3D. I would go full 3D. If you played Link to the Past, you know the story is fucking solid. So I would give it the 3D treatment for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the stronger stories. They should do that.
You know that was Nintendo's #1 game for I think 5 or 6 years in Nintendo Power magazine?
I believe it.
I mean, granted it was their game, but all the other games they released, they said fuck that. This game still holds up 6 years in.
Yeah, I mean it's solid every way around. It looked really good. The graphics were good. The gameplay was good. The story was good.
Has some horror elements as well.
Yeah, and it was a lot of people's first if you even call it an RPG. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was the first foray into that. So it was cool. But it's a good one.
Make it a good one.
You better make it a good one. I like Zelda 2, says Dreadpool. Well, you know what? Now that you said that, Dreadpool, you're going to have to beat that live on stream when you come here. Right in front of everybody on that Saturday when everyone's here. We'll cheer you on. Don't worry.
It's going to take them all the whole weekend to beat it. Please let me stop. No, no, you say like you have to do it. Uh,
Oh, he's giving a thumbs up. He's gonna do it. If we could get a $900 super chat, Dreadpool will play the
on.
game for 24 hours straight on the live stream.
Jeez.
Mental 9R, what's going on, buddy?
What's up?
Yeah, they should this is going to be a good remake and they still need to port Wind Waker and Twilight Princess over and then the Switch is like the Zelda console. They'll have everything on it. So we'll see.
I can't wait. And it better be at 60 FPS. You know, I'm getting tired of this 30 stuff. And you know what? Please don't do anything to this game. Don't add in like chicken costumes and rooster suits and shit like that. Please just leave it alone. Leave it the way it is.
You know what I'm afraid of? What if they do like the adult section and he looks like Breath of the Wild Link? Like they better not do something stupid like that. Like,
Yeah,
ruin it.
don't add those mechanics in this game.
No, just make it look exactly the same, but just like beautifully redone. And make it like the controls modern. That's it. Nothing else.
Take inspiration from Resident Evil 2 Remake. Please.
Yeah, they could do it. It'll be fine.
We'll wait till he comes back for the next topic here.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to come in really hot.
Uh-oh. Would you have ever thought that Nintendo could make a comeback like this? From imagine back in the Wii U days to now?
No.
Like I can't even believe it.
Dude, they were dead. The Wii U, the Wii U never dropped in price. You know that, right? That was the
Yeah,
only
they just
console
pulled
they
it.
had that never had a price drop. Even at the very end, when they knew that they were pulling them, they said, screw it. Send them back. They wouldn't take a hit on that thing.
Yep. And it was bad. And we were like, crap. And then they showed the Switch and we were like, oh no, like this is it. This is the
Well,
the
because
end
they
of
showed
it.
the motion stuff. It's like, come on, guys, you just did this and it didn't work.
Yep. And then they took off during the Switch, but it was too crappy. Like the hardware was bad, and then the Switch 2 is where I think this is where they really hit the ground running. I mean, this has only been 1 year, and think about the amount of stuff we got and the quality. I mean, we
Well,
got a brand new
because
Resident Evil game on
they
it.
have a roadmap of where they're going and what's coming out, and they follow that roadmap to a T. And I wish that Sony and Microsoft would do the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need $500 million games anymore. We just need games to play.
Right. And Nintendo's put something out every single month, which is insane. Sometimes multiple things.
Right.
Plus,
And their
they're
quality.
remaking their games. They're even doing the upgrades for the Switch 2. Like literally, they got everything covered, which is that's all we wanted. So it's good. Where's Anthony?
I don't know. Hopefully he's all
I'm
right.
back.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one. So hopefully
Yeah.
they keep it the way it is. You know, there is blood in this game at the end. So hopefully they keep that. They don't censor any of this crap.
And it's funny because I was thinking when they were like, "Oh, Pokemon's not coming out," I'm like, "What's gonna go up against like Grand Theft Auto and stuff?" I know it's totally different, but I'm like, "What could they have that's like
Yeah, but
in that
Nintendo
league?"
people aren't going to really play GTA anyway. So,
No, or people like us will play both. We don't care. We'll play Switch games. And
you
then
know,
we'll
that's
play.
another thing too. All these companies are scared to release their games. It's like you have people that don't want anything to do with GTA that want to play your game.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22. I'll play anything when it comes out. Doesn't matter. Like GTA is not going to stop me from living my life.
No.
In
And I'm
fact,
not
that
gonna not
game,
play this.
what if that game doesn't live up to the hype? Forget about it. It's going to be a disaster for Rockstar.
You mean it's like GTA 4 again?
Yeah,
It could
I feel
happen.
like it's gonna be good. It's never gonna
I think so.
like it's not gonna it's never gonna live up to this internet like meme hype that has happened
Yeah.
because it's like it's larger than life at this point.
Like Duke Nukem Forever. People got so mad over that. And I was like, I've been waiting for that game since 1997. And I was like, I thought it was fine for what it was. It was a Duke Nukem game. It wasn't any, I don't know why people thought they were going to get this Academy Award winning game. It's like, bro, this game was in development hell for a reason, okay? Because it wasn't that big of a deal. But like you said, Ant, they built it up into this internet hype. And when it came out, they all fucking went nuts over it. It's like, guys, it's Duke Nukem. What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have liked to see Forever get better treatment, I guess, after the fact because
Yeah.
of the engine and stuff. Like, I wish there was little adjustments, but at least it finally came out, even though it was the last one that that did come out. So I don't know. It's just people were expecting like Halo level of shit, and that's not what it was supposed to be. But
It never
He deserves
was.
a chance.
Even when it came out in 96, the game it purposely looked like crap. Because they were just making fun of all the games and the other movies and stuff like that. Duke Nukem is a parody of all that stuff.
yeah,
And everyone's like, ooh, we got to take it seriously. No, it's Duke Nukem. Like, who cares? And the game came out and it's Duke Nukem and people got mad. They're like, oh, it's not like Call of Duty and Halo. It's like, but it's not supposed to be. Don't you get it?
He deserves a chance. You know, they always test the waters with these collections. Why don't they put out like a Duke Nukem collection to like see if people are interested?
They just don't want to. Gearbox doesn't want to spend the money on them. They'd rather make 50,000 Borderland games that suck ass than make a Duke Nukem game. And you know what? That was one game I wish that Microsoft would have bought. Because they own all the 90s shooters except for Duke.
yeah, it just sucks to see it in that state where there's potential for even better games, and it just doesn't have anybody pushing it.
No.
Imagine like an Expendables game with all the '90s guys like BJ Blazkowicz and Doom Guy.
Well, you could have made Quake Arena with all those guys as skins. You know what I mean? Like you could have done that.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
It would have been nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy even with the like I think it was a few years ago they put out the 2001 like E3 version or like the pieces of it. They're trying to like finish it, that version of Forever.
That's right.
It's pretty cool. Like over time, stuff gets put out and people try to fix things or put things back where they were. It's just such an interesting like I'd watch a whole documentary on just that, on just like Duke Nukem Forever and like the development hell. Maybe we got to pitch it to the right people.
I was living it. I started high school in 97 when that game was supposed to come out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's nuts.
The game came out in 2011 after I was a year married. I'm sorry. I was about 7, 8 months, 9 months in being married.
That's your Fable. That's like me and Fable.
Well, at least mine came out.
Yeah. Mine's allegedly coming out, but we'll see.
But yeah, that's crazy, right? You go through life and you're waiting for one stupid game to come out.
It's nuts.
And it's funny because when it came out, it wasn't really that big of a deal. It was just a Duke Nukem game, It's what I expected. It's not what the internet expected.
Did you get it day one?
Yeah, I got it. I went to the Kmart that was over here. And what's funny is the internet shit all over it. A couple of days later, it dropped to like $20 or something from $59.99. So I went back to Kmart and I got a price adjustment on it.
Nice.
So thanks for the internet. I waited all that time and only paid like $11. Or I'm sorry, $20. So thanks. I still have them downstairs.
I have it somewhere too in here.
All right, so let's get to the big one here.
Hold on, real quick. I forgot to mention
What?
With Star Fox, you can use the N64 controller, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Well, people have to go out and get that too now.
Just so you guys know.
Oh, Star Fox. Let me go back down here. I don't even know if I have this pulled up. I do have it pulled up. The Steam controller. Oh, yeah. Right. Let's watch a little
What is
video
that?
again of the Steam controller. Hey there. Were you able to get one? No. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what happened the other day. I had to
Okay.
go to the post office and pick something up. And it was early. And then I'm looking at the internet, and then Frank sent me a thing that Wario said the Steam controller is going up at noon. Or what was it, at 1 o'clock? When was it going up?
I think 1.
Yeah, it was going up at 1. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait the extra half hour and I'll just buy it and then I'll go. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. At 12:58, I started. It said buy now, and I went to buy it and check out. It would not let me check out, and I kept spamming it. I kept reading Wario's Twitter. Then I told you guys, I was like, this thing isn't letting me check out. So Frank decided to go out and try to get it himself, and he got it. It went through for him. Me, I tried for a whole hour, and then it said sold out. Fuck you. So thanks, Valve. Now I have to pay Frank $100 fucking in cash when I had the money in my Steam account. So thanks for costing me $100.
Just scalp it like everyone else.
Yeah, I want Gabe to show up with $100 and hand it to me.
But this is just a controller. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, but you know what that means now? Sony's going to charge $100 for controllers, and Microsoft's going to charge $100 for controllers. GTA over there at Rockstar, they're laughing. They're like, oh, they're paying $100 for a controller. Oh, we're going to charge them $300 for the game.
But you know that this Steam machine is going to be impossible to get, because if they couldn't do this right, just forget about it.
Yeah, and I don't understand. There's people scalping this thing for like $500 online, and it's like, why? The minute people start getting this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's like Duke Nukem Forever." It's like, it's okay, it's great, but it's not that great.
Yeah, and they're going to get more controllers. It's going to go back in stock.
They
Like,
got
it's
to
not
put
like it's
laws
going-
on scalping. This is getting ridiculous. None of these fuckers want to go back to work. They all want to just buy shit and sell it online all day. Listen, I understand that's capitalism, but there's got to be rules now. You can't list 500 Steam controllers on the fucking eBay website. Like, something like that needs to be cut off, like, big time.
Yeah, no one even has them in hand. What if someone buys it and then it doesn't show up? It's like, oh, sorry. Just hold on to your money for a week for no reason.
Well, somebody
2
got,
weeks.
and you're scalping this, and you're going to get a big chunk taken out from eBay anyway, so you're not really making the big money. You're going to make a couple of bucks on this thing.
Yeah, and
Congratulations. Instead of working from 9 to 5, you sold one controller for 1 day, for 1 day's worth of work.
And they're like you said, people are gonna get them. It's not gonna be that great, and then they're gonna go back in stock and just be in stock. You'll just be able to go on Steam and buy one in like a month.
Well, I
Doesn't
don't
even
understand why
matter.
Valve didn't just say, hey, if you've been with us for 20 fucking years, you get first dibs. Because I've had a Steam account since the 2000s.
Well, they also made another major mistake that I didn't realize. They let people order up to 3 on each account. I would have ordered more if I knew.
It should have been one per person. What the hell were they thinking? Everyone could have gotten one if it was one per person.
That's what I said, and I didn't want to do. I didn't even think to do it because I'm like, oh, I got one. They're not gonna let me get another one. And then I saw someone be like, "Lol, I got 3," and it's like, well,
Yeah, lol, you
that's
should
the
get your
problem.
account nuked.
Yeah, that's not fair. They got to do one per person if they don't have enough. Like, it's ridiculous. And then say, hey, and then if they don't sell out in like an hour, you can get another one or something. Like, give everyone a shot. But it's sold out in like a couple minutes.
Yeah, usually they
and
don't
it
pull
was
that
broken.
shit over a Valve, and they pulled it this time, so fuck them. Hey, Gabe, take your big fat ass and shove your, I don't know, drive your yacht up your ass. How about that?
Yeah, it's not right, and it was broken. It would I literally had to keep spamming it, and eventually it
Yeah,
went
me
through,
too.
and
I
was
kept
like,
spamming it, and it said localization error, and then it finally just goes sold out after an hour, sold out. It's like this thing's been in my cart since before it went on sale.
It's like, and why don't you let Amazon and Best Buy carry them? Like, who cares?
No, they don't want
At
to
least
deal with
there's a
that.
chance.
It's gonna be a disaster for the Steam machine, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna get one.
Unless they
depending on
limit
the
it to
price.
one per person and they do this thing where seniority counts, because I think that's where it matters the most.
You're right. It should be by seniority because people could make an account like tomorrow and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get one now." But we have to see.
But I'm tired of
much they
this.
are.
I'm tired of fighting scalpers and shit. I'm tired of this. Like, just go to work. Everyone go to fucking work. All you fucking people out there, ooh, it's my God-given right to go to work, but you don't go to work. Go to fucking work. Enough is enough. Yeah, okay, you buy something, you want to make a couple of bucks on it, fine. But you literally have people running out there like fucking lunatics with their kids buying Pokemon cards. They're not even for their kids, it's for them to fucking sell online. It's like there's an epidemic out here. You got to do something about this stuff. It's getting annoying.
They were scalping. So they had a Pokemon, like they dropped like not Pokemon cards, just like merchandise at Target.
Yeah, I know. I was there. My wife wanted one thing and we went there and it was fucking destroyed. It was like a fucking zoo. Like the zookeeper let all the animals out. And they fucking ran over everything and destroyed everything. That's what it looked like when we went to Target that night.
Same thing happened here.
She wanted a Pikachu bag. That's all she wanted. One bag. Not 10 bags, one bag for herself. And I told her, you better go now when they go up, because they were going up at like 1 o'clock. And she's like, no, we'll go later. I was like, they're not going to have it. We go there, they're fucking, the whole thing is ransacked.
Same here. And people were scalping the Pop-Tarts. The Pop-Tarts. Like, people are sick.
Yeah, you have a problem. You have a real big problem.
And it's like, there was stuff I wanted to get, like, and stuff that my kid wanted. Like, even Ludwin was like, hey, can you check and see if they have the glasses? Like, he wanted, like, a water bottle. Like,
They only had these lunch boxes that were all broken. I guess people broke them or they broke in shipping. Those were the only things I had there. They were all fucking smashed.
Yeah, people are literally, like, sick with that. Like, dude, it was stuff. It was, like, items for you to use, like you said, like lunch boxes and like water bottles. It's like, it's not even the cards.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it needs to end. Like, this stuff has to fucking stop. Like, I'm not going to keep doing this. Like, for the Helix and for PlayStation, I'm not going to keep fighting scalpers and stuff like that. I'm just tired of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm not doing it either.
I was really surprised that even Nintendo like took care of the Switch too. We didn't really have to. We were afraid of with that one, you know.
Well,
like,
Nintendo was good because Nintendo, they sent a shit ton of them over here and didn't tell anybody. And they just said, just keep letting people in the store. Just keep letting them in.
Yeah, the Best Buy thing was annoying, but that was Best Buy. That was just their system, you know.
Your camera is broken. Oh, there you go. Well, it went away again.
I heard a rumor too that they're only going to have like 250,000 Steam machines.
Your camera's broken. Whoa! Anthony, take that camera, throw it in the garbage. Just go out tomorrow and buy yourself a new camera.
Or just get a stream cam for just this show.
Oh. Oh! Doesn't work. He's a dot.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if the Steam machine is really going to be 600, 650, that's not that bad, but I'm not going to go through that. Like, if I can get it and it's a good price, fine. If not,
if the
then
Steam
whatever.
machine is 650, I don't think I'm buying that right now.
No, it's like it's a little bit too much. Like, I don't know. But then people are it's just all rumors.
So there is a rumor that Helix will be delayed till 2028.
Makes sense. Unfortunately,
that sucks.
It gives us more time to save up, which is nice, but
well, you wouldn't even have to save up because I think the whole reason for the delay is they want like RAM to go down and stuff so they could sell it at a cheaper price.
they probably figured, listen, we can't. We're gonna have to sell this thing for like $1,500 if we release it this year. Like, there's no way. They just don't want to do that, like you said.
Well, I wonder if they wait till 28, if Sony's still going to do 27.
I hope that they do, because it will space out. Like, it's good for us who buy everything. If we do end up buying the Helix, I don't even know if I'm going to buy one, but it will
They're
give me a
supposed to
lot
show
more
the Helix
room.
tomorrow, by the way. I think
Yeah.
that guy, Jason Ronald, supposed to show it.
What at
He's supposed to
12 or
whip it
1 or
out.
something? Is that a live stream?
I think. I don't know. I don't know anything
Let me
about
see.
it. I heard about it yesterday. I didn't hear anything about it today. So
It will receive a closer look on May 7th. Okay, let's see what it says. Xbox Game Dev Update on May 7th, hosted by Chris Charlotte and Jason Ronald. It will offer a closer look at Project
Charlotte
Helix and what
Flair
it
and Jason
represents.
Ronald, they're going to host it.
Wait, but how do you watch it? Oh, it's
Be nice to see Charlotte again.
I can't even figure out. Oh, you shouldn't expect a full-fledged reveal. The duel will apparently discuss all the details from GDC.
Yeah, they always say that, and then they leak it on the internet, and they're like, "Oh, who put that on there?" It's like you.
Yeah, see, they said at GDC that development kits will ship in 27, so that's 28's probably more accurate. I don't know.
Well, let me tell you something. They better get on the ball with optimizing the Series X, because that can't keep happening. What's happening right now with this thing?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's a way, like a link to the how do you watch it, or is it just like a closed door thing? Or
Well, they're
what?
going to say it's closed doors, and they're going to have somebody from Microsoft leak it out as somebody was there recording it or something. Or they should just be transparent with the people and just put it online. They leak it anyway, so why not just put it online for everyone to watch?
That's true, yeah. They put this shit out as it is.
All right, it's behind closed doors. Oh, yeah, you over there? Put that on the internet. Pretend you're some guy.
Okay,
That's-
join
they
us
always
for
do
the
that.
first episode. So how do we... Okay, it's at 12 p.m. Let's see. Join us for our first episode Thursday, May 7th, 12 p.m. Eastern, premiering on our YouTube channel. And it's a Microsoft Game Dev channel. So it's a different channel. So I guess we could watch it. I'm going to link you this channel in the...
Is my
our
poll
chat,
going
just
up?
in case. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, well, the tab just crashed. Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
And the chat was probably
Like
frozen
that
the whole
shit.
time. Yeah, it was. Sorry, chat room. Sorry about that, chat. It was frozen the whole time because YouTube crashed it. That thing is $150 here. The Steam controller, this is mental. I bought consoles for $154 before, $150 before. The back buttons are sexy. Says D. Again, D, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. But it should be replaceable keyboard and switches. RAM fills ass, says RWK. I agree. Fuck
Whoa.
that guy.
He's gone.
Thank God. Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to go into a little rant right here. All the people that said that we were ponies, I keep saying this every week but it does annoy me and it's pissing me off. All these people that said we were ponies and PlayStation guys because we didn't like the way that Phil Spencer was going, and we said that they should get rid of the guy already. He's like a coach, an NFL coach. He can't get the job done, so you fire the coach. You got to fire this guy. We said that, and people are like, oh, you guys are crazy. Yeah, well, guess what, motherfucker? They fired the guy, and everyone's kissing their ass that they fired the guy. It's like, just remember who stayed in one lane. Just saying.
We didn't scrub our Twitters.
We didn't scrub our Twitters, and we gave them our slogan. So there you go. We made Xbox history on this channel. Did you? Just saying.
They still put the damn logos, though, in their Xbox Presents today thing.
Okay. RWK is bringing some up from Monday. It's Jason Ronald, the guy from the Goonies. What the hell? The Goonies guy. Weston says redesign it as the Brooklyn. You know, Anthony and I, we like the design of the Brooklyn. I wouldn't mind doing that.
It's
But
just, again, it's kind of like too little too late. I would love for that to have happened. It's just like, damn, man. What the hell?
There's no way in their current state I'm buying a redesign at 600 or
Edith!
650. Like that is not happening.
Edith.
If they made it cheaper and they go back to exclusives, yeah, maybe. But in the current
Hey,
state,
can you
no
stop
way.
naming your consoles after old ladies? Why was the Series S named Edith?
'Cause
Yeah,
it's
if
an
there's one thing that document showed us, it was like their internal names suck.
Their
it's an
internal
old
names
piece of
suck. Their
crap.
external names suck. Everybody sucks.
It's named after an old lady because it's gonna die soon.
Can you just call it the Xbox?
What was the
Hey, can you just make
controller
one of them
named
this
again?
time? You know what I mean? Just make one machine that says the Xbox.
What was the controller named again? It was something stupid. too.
Sybil. Like Sybil Shepherd.
That's what yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so
Yeah, they
dumb.
gotta stop that.
But yeah, I think it's too little too late. I mean, that would have been cool. At that time, that point in time, before they went all like crazy on us the last couple years, that probably would have made sense. Or if they made the console, if they saw the Pro down the road and they were like, all right, let's like hold off, but just make this one, you know, a little bit more updated. And, you know, they could have did a few different things. I mean, it's what's done is done now, but
Richard said Xbox Gertrude. Phil saved Xbox after Don Matrick, though, says RWK. We're ponies. Say cream cheese. Cream cheese.
yeah, it's been a strange gen for them, but I think at this point it's just like, and it seems this way with like how everything's being very like quickly turned around, that they're just trying to get the hell off of this Series S and X thing. But if like Helix is delayed, then I think what you ultimately should do is just price drop it entirely, the standard like non-bundles, and just get people on your machine. You know, if it's going to be a couple more years until Helix, you have to do something.
Well, what
to
if
get the
they
people that you love.
optimize the X? What if they optimize the Series X and they redesign it? I think that would be pretty decent, right?
That would be good. Yeah, come out with a solid price. You can obviously, you know, drop the old models a lot. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I mean, at this point, I probably wouldn't get one. I would just stick with my original. That's just speaking from a consumer standpoint. The fact that I have a PC that, you know, can do what I needed to do. Not everybody has that, so I get that. If people aren't into Xbox at this point because of all the weird crap going on, they either cashed out already, or maybe, you know, you could still pull some people back in. But
I think the people that cashed out, you could pull back in with a redesign and a commitment that you're gonna, you know, optimize or have it optimized, because there are games on there from Capcom. Capcom did not optimize it just to get it to run on the Series S. They didn't even care. So I mean, that needs to stop. Like, somebody at Microsoft needs to call up Capcom and be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, we got customers here. And Capcom be like, oh, sorry, we tried to get away with it, but we're not gonna get away with it.
we tried.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Well, they don't want to lose a vendor. So if Microsoft calls them and makes noise, like look at Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They weren't going to put that on Xbox. And then people made noise online. Somebody at Microsoft finally got annoyed and they called up. And guess what? The game's on Xbox now.
Yep.
Let's get into this new logo real quick. And then we'll get into this bundle. Oh, thanks. I almost screwed up my whole layout because of that stupid video. Here, let me loop it.
It's funny because I put that in my letter. New sound, and then it's like, oh, it's happening.
Well, I think the new logo is going to happen anyway. And you know what? The logo is green. And you're probably hearing it play on here. Let me mute that. It's a green logo, letting you know there's life left in the brand because the logo was white, like the blood was sucked out of it, like it was dying. And you know what? Based on those quarterly financials, that thing was on its deathbed. You know, and I want to say something here too. To all these stupid fucking people out there that are now quarterbacking this thing. Everyone's like, oh, people were saying the hardware was dead a few months ago. Yes, it was dead under the previous regime because that number, that 7%, that's your proof right there. It was dead. You can't say now that this lady's starting to come fix things up. Oh, people were saying, yeah, because it was true. That's why people said it. They were dead. We said it here. They were dead as a brand. If they were going to keep going the way they were going, they were dead. And if this number came out and Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer were still in charge, it would be over. We'd be talking about how they were cutting hardware right now. And that's the truth. So I don't want to hear it. And I'm sick of seeing this online. Oh, everyone said the brand was dead. Because it was.
Yeah.
It literally was dead. Under those two, it was dead. Beavis and Butthead over there. Beavis and Butthead got the brand down to 7%, baby.
Well, why aren't we putting our games on PlayStation?
You just put them everywhere.
Yeah, that's a dumb idiot.
I still think Fable coming out on PlayStation, man, that, like, man, like, I don't know. I just feel like in this position now, if they still had that option to not make that happen, they could. But
you could cancel ports.
That's what scares me.
Wait, listen, we've been through this before where companies have canceled ports last minute. That's happened. I don't think they're going to do it, but they should do it.
Yeah, I mean,
especially after the numbers came out that their games don't sell on PlayStation. They should take that and go right to Sony and be like, listen, we're going to pull our stuff because no one's buying this shit here. And that's it. Just do it. Yeah. Oh, well, there's contracts. Oh, big deal. Deal with that later.
Yeah, they would have a hell of a holiday if they had Halo, between Gears, that and Fable.
Yeah, Gears included. Like, you know, again, making that. Thankfully, that hasn't been shown enough yet to even, you know, have to worry about backpedaling and taking it off. They just have to stick to their guns and keep it on Xbox and PC right from the showcase.
Well, there's people calling for them not to put stuff on PC now.
I'm sure.
So I mean,
of course there are.
You know what though? I mean, it's a catch-22 with that one because they're right. But if Helix is PC games, PC versions of games, how the hell are you going to get away with that?
Well, how do you? I mean, well, that's the thing. So, like you said, and you said this perfectly on one of the other shows, like, make this shit simple. The whole games, like the play anywhere and all that bullshit. Like, this one works. This one, it's like you gotta figure that shit out. And I have faith that Asha will do that. Like, we'll start figuring that out. But like, there's so much course correction that has to happen in this next like month or two. It's crazy. I mean, look, she's expediting certain things, and that's great. But there needs to still be this push. You can't lose momentum at this point when you already have kind of like confused people and made people like not want to invest in this or look forward to stuff. There just needs to be that. So I think, yeah, you got to streamline this shit, make it easy. They're figuring out Game Pass, sure, but like Game Pass shouldn't be their end all be all anymore, and it's not going to be because, like we said, like we buy the games. Like when Gears comes out, we're buying it. Like obviously, if we want Fable, you buy it. You know,
Frank's gonna buy it.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Like, you know, Perry might play it on PC or something when it's cracked, but that's the thing. It's like we have options and we could try before we buy whatever, but ultimately we buy games still, and I think the fact that if you come out and say, listen, we're gonna pull back on Fable, it's just coming to us and PC. Gears immediately, like, yes, you got Halo in August. That might already be too late to do that, but who knows, right? I mean, I just think that there needs to be this action right now, and at least we're seeing something. It's better than nothing at this point.
They need to uh pull the game. They got to keep PC, but only put it on the Windows Store. So screw it. Say that no more
Yeah.
Steam
Yeah, but
ports.
there's
If
people
you
that don't
want it,
even want it on the Windows Store on PC. Like you've now divided. This is why they shouldn't have done all of this crazy shit, because now you have to put stuff back in the box.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
way harder
They
to
got
do.
way too excited. They got way too excited, and it's like, dude, what
Well,
are
they
we
kept
doing?
pivoting. And we knew that. I mean, we knew going in. And they pivoted and they went hard on the PC thing because they wanted you to listen. This quarterly financial is 7%. That's not a coincidence. They were tanking the hardware, like we said earlier this year. They were tanking the hardware so they don't have to make it anymore. That's why they wanted you on PC. That's why the Helix is making PC type games.
They made that shit like super clear.
They wanted you off of the current stuff and onto an account that had Game Pass. That's all they wanted.
Insane.
So they could show their numbers go up and up. They figured if you abandon the box, then the numbers would go up for the other services. Because you would get rid of the box and play your games on PC, on your tablet, or whatever. And in order to do that, you needed Game Pass. That's what they figured. And they figured the monthly active users would go all the way up. Or the monthly active users, the subscriptions and all that would go all the way up. And forget about it. They thought that they were going to hit all these milestones, and it backfired because people were just tired of it. They're like, I just want to play a game, man. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That should have been the streaming and all that stuff should have been a companion, like the PlayStation Portal. Okay. Sony doesn't say, yeah, you could buy a PS5 or you could just buy the Portal. No. They're like, hey, here's the PlayStation Portal. It goes with your PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. They never want you to substitute it. They want you to buy both.
Right.
Now, I see
Dizzy
what
Delta, what's
Mental
up,
says
buddy?
here.
D has a question. Do you know? Can you read him that question? Read the question real quick.
Sure. They don't say how many units in a quarter, or do they? Oh, okay.
The
So
Portal,
he's asking about
the Portal does have back buttons. What are you talking about? It doesn't have those extra back buttons, but it's got the regular back buttons.
So Tim did the math. Actually, if you go back and listen to our show on Monday, in the way beginning we talked about this. Tim did the math that basically it's compounded over the amount of time it's been going down. So it's 7% down from what it was already down from before. So he said since the 4 games they went down hardware sales like 200% or something crazy. It's like an insane number. I forget what it was, but if you want to, he broke all that down for us. Way better than I could do it. So if you want to hear that, you could listen.
I'll
to
drop
that.
the link in the chat if he wants to go back and listen to that show.
I want to respond to Mental here. He says no self-respecting PC gamer will buy games on the Windows Store, just like most of them will buy games on Epic. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's because you've been spoiled. If they tell you Halo 7 is only on the Windows Store and Xbox, you're not going to be like, well, I'll just never play it. You'll be like, okay, I'll get it on Windows. Like you're going to have to. And that's the only way they're going to make money.
Yeah, but to Mental's point, though, PC guys will not do it.
Well, then that's
if you tell them that they have to, they're not going to do it anyway.
I honestly feel
but
even like me, like,
they won't even play it.
I don't even think I have anything on the Windows Store other than, like, I think when I played Gears Reloaded, when it gave me the free code or whatever, for everyone the free code.
You're getting paid off.
Getting paid off. If you own Ultimate Edition, they gave you that code. Well, that code on PC obviously worked through the Windows Store. So that was the one thing I did use, like, the Windows thing for, because I don't think that could have worked on Steam anyway. So that was like the only time I think I ever utilized it. I didn't hate it. But at the same time, Mental's funny.
Yeah, but see, look, like that. Okay, but Xbox has the IP that they could do it. It's like if you could only play Forza on PC on the Windows Store, I think people will break. I think there's people that
They're
will
not gonna
break and say,
break,
okay,
Frank. I listen. I grew up with PC. I grew up with the console. I know the PC community. If you tell them they're boxed in, they're not going to do it.
okay, but how about this? You need the Rockstar launcher for GTA, and people do it, even though it's like stupid
But
that you need
GTA
it.
is on Steam. GTA is on the Epic stores. GTA is everywhere.
That's true. Yeah, that is
That's
more
the
than one
difference. Like
place.
they're not. If Rockstar came out and said you need our launcher, GTA is going to take a huge shit because people don't want
Yeah,
to deal with that.
I just don't know how.
Look at
they can-
Ubisoft and Origin. I gave up my library because I'm just tired of fucking dealing with it. Origin got hacked all the time by these Russian guys, and my email kept
Yeah.
getting changed. My fucking birthday kept getting changed. I threw my hands up and said, fuck it, just keep the games.
But they don't-
Ubisoft,
but-
there's a fucking up every time you click to open that thing. There's 10 different fucking updates. Like, I'm done. I'm out. Keep the
That's true.
games. Stick them up your ass. I don't care anymore.
I did the
I
same
buy
thing.
those
I
games on
abandoned it.
console now, so I don't have to deal with all that stuff.
Same. I did the same thing. I don't know. I just don't know how
No,
they
he's
can
right.
get out of this.
Mental's right, man. PC guys, they think a lot differently, and they don't take shit.
How can they get now if they're really making the Helix? How are they going to make?
They
money?
would
Like, they're
rather buy
screwed.
the game on console than deal with any of that shit on PC.
That's true.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you, and that's what he's trying to explain to you as well.
But then I don't know. Then they shouldn't make the Helix because people are not going to buy. If it's really a PC,
Yeah, but people
are
with
gonna buy
PCs aren't really going to buy the Helix. There's going to be a majority of us that are tech heads that are going to buy it, that have PCs and all that. But the PC
true.
community, the PC master race, as they call them, they're not going to bow down to the Helix. They're going to be like, oh, whatever.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true too. So who is this for? I hate that. It's like a weird thing.
I think
It,
the
it
whole.
really is odd.
Go ahead.
I know, I'm just saying it's really odd because they're coming off of like this downfall of a console. So it's like, what do you do to get people to even get this thing? Because even the hardcore fans are like, well, like you said, they're probably already on PC anyway. If they're once Xbox guys, some people stuck around. It's just such a hard sell when you need this thing to be successful. Otherwise, like they're not going to be around to put out another console if this thing doesn't do well. So who is going to actually buy this thing? It's a good question because it's tough. Like Perry said, like some people are going to get it no matter what, but it's going to be tough, man. And it's like they did a lot of damage this go around.
Yeah, I think that the whole Play Anywhere thing, and this is an Xbox that fucking ruined everything. And you know what? For all those people, and we said that was a stupid marketing campaign. That was the way to go. And again, we got called ponies. It's like, no, you dumb fucks. Looking at the big picture, it wasn't a good idea. Wasn't a good idea for the brand because we knew where it was going to take us. And guess what? It took us right to where we are right now. Now, there are rumors that they are not going to launch that thing with Steam, but that's a rumor. So I don't know what's going on. We'll find out. If that's the case, man, I would just, like Mental said, just turn it into a console and just do that.
Yeah.
Don't
I
worry about the
agree, too.
PC stuff. Just make it a pro console, and then you have the Series X as the base. And that's it.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways because if they
But I know what's
launch it-
happening now. Here's the thing. They're stuck with the Helix, but they have to figure out how they're going to do a U-turn from what they were going to originally do with it. Or if they're going to stay the course and keep it the way it is and just ride it out. But I don't know, man. Like this is why we're talking about this, because we don't know what they're going to end up doing. There's all these rumors and speculation, but we really don't know.
Yeah, and their thing like, oh, but if you buy it on Xbox, you could play anywhere. That's not enough to get people to do that. Like people are just going to go on loaded and
Yeah,
buy
but
a
the
key
Play
for it on
Anywhere,
Steam.
the Helix was made to be unattainable, in my opinion, so that you would just play this stuff on a phone and they could keep tanking the hardware and be like, oh, look, see, we made a new machine. Nobody wants it. We're out.
Yeah.
That's what I think they were originally going to do. And these numbers show you no different. They show you how stupid Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond were.
Well,
Beavis
now
and
they're in a
Butthead over there.
bind.
What?
Now they're in a bind because they really have to like do something, and there's no right way to go. I mean, first of all, stop putting games on PlayStation. That's like number one. But that only is going to get you so far. You know? I
Well,
mean, I
that's
don't
the
know.
first step. Second step would be make games and make them more quality. Third step, release the games on a schedule. We can't have these 5 years to make a game horse shits anymore. Like, you got to cut the budgets on that stuff, make a game, and make a game good.
Yeah.
If you
It's-
have
it's
to gut
definitely-
some of these studios, gut them. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, there's enough fat that they could trim off of this stuff that we don't need, like stupid stuff. Like, hey, I hate to say it, but cut Tim Schafer loose and let him do his own thing. Like stuff like that. We don't need Kiln right now. Like that's great when you're healthy, but they're not in a spot.
That's great when
Like,
you're
where
indie, not when you're spending a ton of money making a game like that.
Well, if they had market share and they were killing it and being the best console on the market, yeah, make a stupid Kiln game. But you're not in that place right now. You got to focus on important stuff right now, trimming the fat and staying alive. I don't know. I mean, this is a long road they have ahead of them.
I don't know, man. Hopefully they can get it together. I mean, that's why we're keeping the faith here. And they're making good moves every week, so I give them credit for that. I applaud them for that.
Yeah.
But they have an uphill battle. Like when I wrote that letter, I felt good. I didn't realize how long it was because I broke everything out into bullet points. But after rereading it and proofreading it, I'm like, that's a great letter. But then I was like, that kind of fucked, man. Like they need to.
I kind of felt the same way.
They literally have to pick. They're in a fork right now. And this lady has to pick which way she's going to go. And that's going to be the way for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy decision for anybody. Because I'm even sitting there reading the letter and I'm like, if I want to take the easy way out, you go that way and just make everything third party and wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to fight and you want to try to make this thing work, then you go to the other side and you're going to have to work your ass off to make it right. Because
There'll be a lot of fighting.
It's a lot of fighting.
If they were just making a console and not the Helix, I would be like, okay, you're good. Like, just pull everything off.
Right. That's what I would say. I would say cancel Helix and just make a regular box. But it seems like they're too deep in for that. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. I don't know anything about that. The rumor is they're too deep in. But if they delay it a year, that gives them a year to plan around how they're going to change things on the Helix. If they're going to change things.
Yeah.
But they have to save this brand. And so far, they've been doing a good job. They got all the engagements up online. That's what you have to do. So
They got the new background with the logo.
Xbox right now is not dead. It was dead under the previous regime. Right now, there's some life to it. And this logo,
to heal right now.
right? And this logo being green and not fucking bland old white and black is trying to tell you, hey, we've got the color back. Like we're working on it. We're gonna rebuild this thing.
Screen and stuff today, and all that stuff changed. There's a 360 background as well. They added.
Good.
It's like we are they called it We Are One, We Are 360, We Are Xbox. Like that's what they're when you go past the different backgrounds, that's what they're called. So it's it's pretty cool that they're already moving ahead and just trying to get rid of the whole this is an Xbox thing. I think the sooner they did that, the better.
Yeah, well, they said they already said that was a mistake.
Exactly 1 month from today is the day, the 7th. We're gonna know if we see that PS5 logo. That's it. That's the end.
They should bring back some attitude to the brand, says Richard, like the original Xbox. Yep, go fire up the OG Xbox. You get chills because of that startup, says Mental. Yeah. Don't show games 5+ years before it comes out, says Wesson.
That's their favorite thing to do sometimes.
Yeah, well, hopefully that stops.
Yeah, they need to figure it
Look
out.
at Nintendo. Like, we're going to go back to Nintendo again. Nintendo just announced today out of nowhere, yeah, Star Fox is next month. It'll be out next month. They didn't come out and say, yeah, we're working on Star Fox. It's going to take at least 5 years to make this game.
Yeah.
And Microsoft has a lot more money than Nintendo. Just saying. They can
Well,
get it done.
everything that released for the Switch 2 since it's come out has first time it was ever shown was in April, and all the games came out already for that they should like they put out like 10 games, I think 10 or 11 games already, which is nuts. Like within a year,
And
that's just
Fable
1 year.
still isn't out yet, Frank.
It'll be on Switch 2 before it comes out on Xbox. At this point,
Wait a minute. How many Switch 2 games since launch? First parties have come out.
I think 10. I'll tell you right. Hold on, let me see. List of Switch.
And you're counting Yoshi, just so you know, because Yoshi's May. It's this month.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I just had a list of it. I gotta try to find it because
Exactly,
list of
mental.
Switch 2 games.
Look at everything that Phil was doing and do the opposite. Yes.
Hold on one sec. I just had a graphic that showed all of them and I lost it.
What would you expect at GDC? What's the state of the tools? How's AI helping optimize or find bugs in their games? Don't do a state of play, do a state of DirectX.
Okay. So in 1 year, these are Switch 2 exclusive games. Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Kirby Air Riders, Mario Tennis Fever, Pokopia, Yoshi, and then I didn't even say Metroid. That was on Switch 1, but you could count it.
So was the wasn't the Zelda one on Switch?
Age of Imprisonment was only Switch 2, I think.
Okay.
There was something else too. And then you got Star Fox next month, Splatoon Raiders the month after that, and Fire Emblem still supposed to come out this summer.
Did you count Yoshi?
Yeah, Yoshi's in there.
So is that 11 games? 12 games?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 11 or 12. And the Switch has been out for 11 months. And 10 of those games, you need a Switch 2 to play, by the way.
Just saying.
What?
Like,
how's that possible?
You got the console before Fable came out.
I didn't even count Pokemon Legends ZA, so that's like 12 right there. Even though that was a Switch 1 game too.
Doesn't matter.
And plus, we didn't even mention all the upgrades and everything. Like, it's just crazy. They put out so much content in the first year, more than anyone else ever.
More than Sony too. So
yeah, Sony hasn't put out crap in the past like 2-3 years.
No. Scott says, Asho, just punch Phil and say you're fired.
Oh, shit.
That's not how it works, but okay.
I thought he said Asho.
That's what he wrote Asha in the chat.
Okay.
When you get programmers and computer science guys laughing at Windows talking about 98 milliseconds in response time, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little too deep. You talk to Mental about that, D.
Yeah, he would know.
Oh, man. Well, listen,
Crazy.
We'll talk more about Xbox on Monday for We Are Xbox podcast on YouTube with myself, Frank, and Tim Dog. And Noof, he comes on every once in a while, so shout out to Noof for that. So join us every Monday over there. I got to get the link for that, actually. I was going to get the link, and then my tab freaking crashed.
I'll get it. It is. Here you go.
Oh, you pasted it?
Yep, right there. I think Wesson put the episode link before too
Oh,
for
okay.
D to
I
listen to the numbers.
That was probably when it froze. Okay, so here's the channel. I'm gonna pin this for a little bit. I don't like how the pins are at the bottom, Anthony. What the hell is that all about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you can't see
That
the
is
chat.
annoying.
I'm gonna end this poll. Would you buy a Series X redesign? You had 21 votes. 52% say yes. 48% say no.
Interesting.
Well, that is interesting, and that's good optics because that will tell them, hey, people will buy it if you make it.
Yeah, and if it's not $650,
It'll be
it's gonna be a little
$650.
cheaper.
But we skipped over the bundle because we had to show the logo first. So let me get the logo out of here. This bundle from Best Buy, not a bad price. For $659.97 at Best Buy, you get the console with the regular console with the controller. Then you get the Forza controller, which is a custom controller. You got Forza on disc, Forza Horizon 5. And it's all for $659.97. You know what? I was tempted to buy this. But I'm not going to buy it. And I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't come with the headset. And the console is not colored like Forza. The Forza controller, look at the colors on this thing. Let me pull up the picture here. Look at that. That's a nice controller. And I have that pre-ordered, by the way. Because I was thinking, let me just cancel that and I'll just get this. But then if you break it down, it's the same price anyway, whether you bundle it or not, or you buy it separately. But the interesting thing here is that Best Buy values the Series X right here in the top right corner for $499. And we've been hearing that they were going to cut this price to $499. So if Best Buy is already valuing this console at $499, it seems like there might be some sort of a price drop coming. Like Tim Dog
which
had
needs
mentioned.
to happen like now.
Yeah, they really have to strike while the iron's hot. Like
Before this event as well, because at the event you can remind people, yo, here's the price right now, go get one, here's the price drop.
Yeah,
That's what they should do. But
I wouldn't buy any hardware until for like the next month because we might get a price drop and we're gonna see what happens in
that's
June.
why I didn't jump on this right away.
Yeah, because what if we get to June and it's like it's all screwed up and it's like, oh no.
Well,
Yeah,
what if
I
they
know.
say it's going to be $399 and I just spent $659 on a freaking Forza bundle and lost $100? That's what I'm saying. Like, we
That
got to
too,
chill.
Yeah, basically the next month they got to figure out this pricing and advertise that with what's coming up with Gears and everything else,
But I will
So.
tell you something. This is a hell of a deal. For an extra $10 to get the game and the controller, I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I think we could say what Talos is saying. It's an oh yeah moment.
Oh yeah.
Come
Oh,
on,
yes.
Anthony.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
I like how Fred was saying it like he was having sex.
He was like, oh yeah.
You know, that reminds me of what's that girl's name from Twilight?
Oh God. What is her name?
You were making fun of her.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So do that again, please.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because she was sleeping with the director.
She was sleeping with the
Or
director,
whatever.
cheated on Batman.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That
Oh,
basically
yeah, put me in your movie.
that basically killed her career.
Well, and she had like no facial expressions, so that didn't help
No.
either.
Fucking pouty face.
She looked like a rabbit that didn't like eating lettuce.
And it's funny they put her in that movie with guys who are way out of her league to try to like make girls watching it be like, this could happen to you. Like you need to watch this movie.
Yeah, it's like why are these two dudes fighting over this? Where it's like there's probably
Yeah.
better options out there.
Well, they had Dracula and the Wolfman. I mean, come on.
Yeah. That's their favorite thing, I guess.
I don't know
They should've
why they
made it-
got they were promoting like a Ford car, like a Ford Fusion. And this
Yeah.
guy, Batman, got out of the car with no shirt on, with his abs and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's really going to sell a Ford Fusion.
Yeah. Those are
It'll
the
sell to
audience of people
ladies.
buying a Fusion.
If you put him in a Ferrari or something, yeah, okay, all the rich people are going to run out and buy a Ferrari. But a Ford Fusion, like, come on.
You're
And
not
then,
getting a guy like that in a Ford Fusion.
then when
No.
we went to Walmart, like we said a couple of weeks ago or last week, you had all those girls there with the birthday cakes for the DVD release.
They're having a tea party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They
They
think
would
that
do.
he's gonna sleep with them if they go to the tea party or something.
Well, that's
Like, my-
like the
They were doing a Edward's like blood is the punch or whatever. I don't know. It was so bad.
like at wrestling, all these like 600-pound ladies with the John Cena stuff. Like he's gonna fucking
Yeah.
walk out of the crowd and like ask them to marry him. Like,
Whoa, you got my shirt. I'll take you home. I'm
no,
gonna need a trailer. To
you
get
got
you
my
home,
shirt.
but
He's
I'll
gonna
take-
propose right there in front of everybody. People
All
are
right, this
nuts,
is kinda
man. I'm
mean.
telling you.
This is kind of mean, but remember we were shocked they even make Cena shirts that big. Like they were huge, man. Like come on. It's like I don't know.
Peter,
You
what's
gotta go
going
to
on?
wrestling events, and you'll see this.
Peter just came in, and Peter's about to leave. We're talking about this. Check out Peter on SharePlay. Can somebody drop that link in the chat so I can pin that?
Oh crap. That's a tall order. Hold on, let me see if I can get it.
Just gotta type in SharePlay. You know what's weird about SharePlay? I went to the website to watch their show, and I'm just magically logged in. And I'm like, I don't know anything about this website. How do I have a login and an email? Like, what? It was that a website at some point? Was that a different website?
No, I think we signed up when we were on. Oh, he got it. All right.
There. All right, I'll pin that.
We signed up when we were on the show that time, I think. Or
Go-
I did. I
Go
have an
check
account.
Peter and Mike out at SharePlay, because they definitely need people to go over there and check out their stuff, because they put out some really good content, and you guys are missing out. I'm telling you right now. Xbox on screen is better. We'll talk about that later. That's at the end of the show, because I'm sure Anthony's going to start cursing. But yeah, this is this is a pretty good deal if you don't have an Xbox, or you're thinking about jumping in or whatever, or if you want to wait and see what they do. If they're going to end up dropping the price even further, or if they're going to unbundle it for $4.99, or if you want to wait and see if they redesign the machine, that might be a better option too. If I buy one more of these things, it's going to be the redesign. Or if they give me the headset if they include the headset in this bundle for the same price, I'll be jumping on this thing. But until then, they got to wait.
You can get them if you really want an Xbox Series X right now, you can find them for super cheap, like used. I mean, our marketplace has them all day long for like 300, 350, like all day long.
Or you could go to GameStop and wait outside and see if someone's going to bring one in and be like, hey, I'll give you $200 for that. Oh, I'll take it.
Well, remember the guy had the squished one and he took like 150 for it. Like people are willing to get rid of them. So if you really want one, you can find one.
That's the thing about GameStop lowballing people, is you can wait outside GameStop and just give them an extra $50 and you still got a machine for pretty good deal.
But even marketplace, like there's a lot of Series S's on there. I was looking the other day just to see like what was going on, and I mean people are just giving stuff away because they're not in it, they don't know it, and they don't care. They're like, I paid $300 for it, I'll get 200 now. You know, like they don't know it's $400 at.
Well, they
Walmart
were
or
also
whatever.
thinking too, I've had it for 5 or 6 years, I'll sell for $150 and get half the money
Right.
back. For them, that's a
Yeah,
great deal, but not realizing that they're like $500 now.
Yeah, they didn't think. I don't think they thought it would go up. You know what I mean? Like, so.
What are the other topics we have here? As my tab
Um,
crashes again.
RE9.
So what's this? Announcing that RE9, that Chris and Ada are gonna have DLC. What the hell is this all about?
well, everything that you're hearing might as well be from, people on Twitter, as far as like anything that's actually legitimate. So it's all just speculating what the story DLC is going to be. But like I said earlier at the beginning,
Well,
Summer
apparently
Game Fest.
this was the guy that leaked out like the actual information of the actual game a few months ago.
Okay.
That's what they're saying because they showed a screenshot of this guy confirming everything, like in January,
Right.
and it was all legit, obviously. But again, I don't know if that's accurate or not because I don't follow these guys online, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, Summer Game Fest seems to be when they could reveal something. But I don't know. It's Keeley gets the exclusive with this stuff, so um but yeah, they're saying that there's two expansions in development, essentially. Um but again, I'm not sure. I mean, uh try to see if this is from who I think it is.
I think I dropped it in our group chat.
Yeah. And I've been seeing some stuff at Discord, people talking about it, but
Well, I dropped a screenshot with the guy that showed he confirmed all the other stuff. I don't know if that means anything, or I don't know if we
right.
know the guy's name from that tweet or whatever. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's very, the timing of it seems like, if we're a month away, it's, it's very possible that, we might just see something quickly. Um, but if there's still a development, I mean, I don't think it's going to be coming out this summer. It probably would just be, you know, showing a quick cutscene of something, of one of the DLCs, and you'll probably have to wait until, fall or next year, or maybe the first one comes out in the fall. I don't know. Um,
Well, you
but we'll have to
better
see.
know. You work there.
Yeah, I know. Um, but yeah, the mini game is coming out within the next week, which obviously is not the story expansion. So we'll find out what that is, but that's just an extra mode. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of these are 100% true, but obviously, you just take it with a grain of salt. But if the guy has been right about certain things, he could be right about this. I wouldn't mind if it's, Ada, Chris, or Leona Grace DLC. I'll take both of that. I think more RE9 would be a good thing.
Me too. RE9 was
So
great, man.
and
It's still game of
two
the year for
different,
me.
yeah, like the two different expansions, like will just add to the greatness of the game, and hopefully maybe explain some things, um, or show some things a little bit more, like Xeno, or other things that maybe got a little more like just kind of pushed along as the game went on. But if they set up 10 with this, like there's a lot of things that they can do. Um, but yeah, I think if people are expecting like a remake announcement or something at Summer Game Fest, I think that is probably not going to happen unless they really stack announcements. I think they would probably want to show this first, and then, like show off announce the gold edition, whatever you're going to call it, and then they'll probably announce the next remake at a different time. Or who knows, they might just go crazy and just say, yeah, no, we got another surprise for the 30th anniversary. So I don't know. So that's going to be an interesting day. And that's Friday, June 5th, or whatever it is. So we'll see um, how Keeley's thing goes, because it's not just going to be Capcom stuff. It's going to be, everything. So uh, yeah, I'm excited to see more RE9.
I can't wait.
But you know the rules. Every time Anthony's away, something has to happen.
Yeah, but don't worry
Those
about
are
it.
the
Like
rules.
you'll have the station. You could do whatever you got to do. You got to jump on
No,
Skype or
I
whatever.
just
You're
think it's
good.
funny because it happens every time.
Yeah, and we always plan it not to happen, and it ends up happening. You realize that?
Yeah.
Because originally this was going to take place on the weekend of the anniversary, which was the next week.
The
But
12th or the 13th or
but
whatever.
everything always happens that week, so we said let's do it a week earlier, and then this shit happens anyway. Like the Xbox event, there was no Xbox event planned.
Yeah.
Now we have to throw an Xbox event on Sunday. Like we have to watch that shit,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like that's no problem. But
Yeah.
now
I
there's
mean,
another
like I said,
wrench thrown into it that we have to work around. You know what I mean?
no, and like you said, it's all doable. I think the biggest thing was like, last year it was like the full game was shown for the first time when I was away, but we still did a trailer reaction and did stuff just over in the UK. So there's always a way to do stuff. But this won't be as like, you know, like it's gonna be urgent because like, there'll probably be a trailer to watch, but and break down. But it's not as urgent as like it's the reveal of a brand new game. It'll be exciting. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think Keeley's award shows are typically in maybe an hour and a half. I forget what. Let me see what last year's runtime ran. It starts at 5 Eastern. Um, let's see. This is
I
3
think it's
hours.
2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, so it was long, long as hell. But and obviously RA9 was like 2 hours. It looks like, yeah, because it's all shit at the end. RA9 was the last thing, so he might save it for the last. He might not.
Mental 9R says RA9 is my game of the year too. Although I'm really enjoying Pragmatic. Yeah, I have to go back to that. I only played the first hour and 10 minutes or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
I haven't had time to jump in and continue it, but I've been really enjoying it on the pro. Uh, and any free time that I've had to play games, I've just been like, I'll jump on, you know, some rhythm games real quick and then jump off for whatever. But yeah, I have to sit down and just get Pragmata and just play it. Well, I have it, but actually get a hold of it and actually just put more and more hours into it because it really is a game that you kind of want to keep seeing what's happening next and where it goes. And it is a cool story and it's a really cool soundtrack and it runs incredible and the characters are good and unlocking stuff in that game feels really rewarding. So it kind of gives you that need to go back and do things better, go back to the shelter, upgrade stuff, leave. It has that cool like system. I think that is more like you definitely want to keep seeing how it evolves and stuff. But yeah, apparently there's rumors of DLC for that too. I don't know if that's going to be coming out like on Summer Game Fest. You never know with Capcom. But yeah, apparently there may be some stuff going on with that. I don't know. I don't know what happens, so I don't. No spoilers, obviously for me. I don't know what goes on in the story. But whatever it is, as long as the game like warrants DLC, like I'll take it. I don't think DLC is like ever really forced from Capcom. It's usually just like, hey, this is a story thing or it's a multiplayer thing. If you want to play it, you can. If not, it is what it is. Or it's like a $10 upgrade or like if this is like if RE9 is 2 expansions, then instead of $10, they might charge you 20, right? Because Figure
Yeah.
Separate Ways was 10 and that was about 3 to 4 hours. So like if you figure each story can run 2 to 4 hours, each story expansion, they could charge you 15 to $20. There's still going to be people that
She's gonna be like,
complain.
"Come on, Hugh, I made you DLC. Buy the DLC."
Yeah, buy the DLC.
Come on,
Yeah,
Hugh.
yeah, come on. Like Capcom typically charges, like I'd say 15 to $20 for their DLC, and people will still complain. You know, um, I think the last time they did a double story expansion was 7 because 7 had the end of Zoe and the Baker DLC, where he's punching, alligators and shit.
I didn't even play that.
Yeah, it's goofy, but it is it was their expansion, but they didn't have like a gold edition until later for 7. They really waited a little bit.
Yeah, they're waiting
Not
for
a
that
Hero,
VR.
yeah, like the Not a Hero one was free, and then that was with the VR, and then they were like, oh yeah, now we're gonna update it and make everything VR for the game, and then that was when that happened, and then 8 had Rose's stuff, which again, you know, I think that was like 15 to 20 bucks because they put that out with the third person mode and the mercenaries with the Lady D and the and all those and the house lead, like you could play as those characters. So they put all that stuff out. So I think with this, if they roll it out the fall time, that'd be great. But I would say if like it comes out like early next year or something, I wouldn't be mad either. Like, yeah, it sucks we got to wait a little bit longer, but I'd rather them like just develop it and take their time and like, I definitely want to see more RE9. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather Capcom, take their time. They got Onimusha still. We don't have a hard date for Onimusha. Hopefully that still comes out
Maybe
2026.
we'll see
But
that Summer Game Fest.
maybe we'll see that, man. Like I said, Capcom plays nice with Keeley apparently. So
They
he's
should put
got
out a demo.
they should, because they were playing a demo at New York Comic Con. There was a demo on the floor, so the demo
Think
does
about how many
exist.
people bought Pragmata from the demo.
Well, yeah, and Onimusha. There's a lot of people that haven't fully played the entire thing. I'm still newer to the franchise, but I love 1 and 2, and I really want to play 3, and I'm really looking forward to this one. So maybe I can catch up before it comes out. But if not, I do think it's fun to see everything kind of being able to utilize the RE engine and how everything flows, and if the Rex engine is the next step, whatever that is. I mean, these games keep looking better and better. So yeah, Onimusha needs a release date for sure, and um, I feel like Summer Games Fest is the time to do it because I think the last time they showed a trailer was at like a state of play or something like that, or I forget what it was. It was something like that. Um, but yeah, so that's the deal with that. Summer Game Fest. They're ramping it up. Obviously, Keeley yesterday put up the trailer, and it shows a lot of RE9. He specifically shows, Victor saying, "Oh, what's under the hood?" Like keep trying to tease that, right? So that's where people are getting the RE9 stuff from, as far as like, it was highlighting all the games that were that came out this year so far, like Pragmata and stuff like that. But it was also showing like, some upcoming stuff like Tomb Raider and um I think they showed like 007, like stuff that's already coming out, and then they kind of transition to like stuff that is going to be coming out. And everyone in the comments are saying Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3 and 4 is what people want. If you scroll in the comments on YouTube, that's all you see.
Well, they
So I
didn't buy
guess
the
those
other
fans
game,
are
so what the hell are
excited
they
for
going to
that.
give them the last one for?
I, dude, that thing's never going to get done. Like, what the hell? But
Now, let me ask you real quick, and I don't know if you did a video on this yet or if the video's coming. There were rumors today, and I think there were screenshots of cut content from RE9. You know anything about that?
I heard about some assets and things that weren't like used. They said they cut out a chapter that took place in the beginning of the game. Nakanishi said that just as like an off comment. They just said it didn't work with like the the story and stuff, so they cut a chapter out. We don't know what that was. Um, but from what I saw from some of the cut like RE9 items and stuff like that, it looked like um it was like Leon had one of the blood collectors or some kind of form of blood collecting, which is interesting. And I think it was like a certain gun that they scrapped, um, little things like that. But yeah, they didn't really say much about what was in the chapter. Um, but they said that even if we've worked hard to create something, if we decide that it would be easier to just grasp without it, we chose to cut it out. That's what he said. Um, so they felt like it wasn't working, and they cut it. So maybe that was for the best. Maybe it clashed with the intro, getting into Grace with the apartment, and then, or the hotel rather, and then it cuts to Leon and all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I always find this stuff interesting. Like, I always find the stuff that they don't use. But maybe we'll see some more of that. I don't know, but yeah, there's some stuff that they always end up putting on the cutting room floor for Resident Evil, and that's always the case. So, trying to see if there's any other like items specifically.
Really quick, Star Fox, it's been confirmed, will be 14.8 gigs on the Switch 2.
Not too bad.
Just saying. All right, go ahead.
Capcom also said in the same interview, they were asked about DLSS 5, and they basically said, well, they avoided it. They basically just said, well, it's a positive because it meant we got the design right the first time. So that was their answer to that.
Well, that's what we thought, but everyone's like, "Oh, it's AI slot." It's like, guys, you know what? You're gonna have to get used to it because, unfortunately, that's where everything's going. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I mean,
I just
what
think
are you gonna do? These companies are gonna use it. They're gonna use it.
Yeah, it just looks weird on the character for like Resident Evil specifically. Like, I just like the original designs that don't look like that, But I mean, I get it. I mean, if you're gonna, be against the AI stuff, it's like everything's gonna be utilizing it. So just that is what it is. I get that, but yeah, I also don't know if that's really the way for the RE engine specifically. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, that's what kind of came from that interview that Nakanishi did, where he talked about the DLC or the mini game coming out this week. So that's all. That all comes from the same place. And then they made a joke saying that Leon could be 70 and he'd still be a great character, but it was like a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
well, they could inject him with something, and then he could stay young forever. And
yeah, he basically just said that they're not worried about like the the aging thing, and they'll always find a way to do what they could do. But RE9 is at 7 million copies. It's the fastest selling game in the franchise. So there you go. So
Good.
RE is strong,
Deserves it.
and yeah, they'll keep the momentum going with this mini game this week, and then I haven't heard anything as far as what day this is dropping or anything like that, as far as the mini game, but Nakanishi said that it was after Golden Week, and Golden Week ended today in Japan. And Golden Week, if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically like everyone's off for a week, just everything. Like everyone's off. So it's like a break.
That's every day here in the United States because nobody wants to go to work. They want to scout Pokemon cards all day. So welcome to America for 1 week, baby.
Yeah, over there, I was gonna say that's probably their first like break all year. But yeah, so not saying it's coming out today, as in like Thursday or tomorrow. Because technically it's Thursday already, but it's probably going to come out next week, I would imagine. But they haven't even given anybody a date or anything. I mean, it's just an update file. It's just going to be updated, and then you can unlock it basically if you beat the game already. But yeah, so I haven't heard anything on a date, but obviously I'll cover it and stream it and do whatever. But yeah, I just don't have those details because they're pretty vague with it. This is like this one interview that he talked about all these things, like, is the only way that like people would know that it's coming out this week. So they didn't like actually put out a statement saying, all right, guys, on May 12th, like you'll be able to play it. Like we just don't know. So once I know, everyone will know, but I'm expecting it in the next week. They could just say tomorrow that it's coming out Friday. They could pull a Nintendo and say it's coming out in 30 seconds, 5 minutes. I don't know. But
they could say it on tomorrow when this show is already done in the can. And then we have to wait another week to give that news.
Yeah.
Just like the Helix. This guy has to go on tomorrow. He couldn't go on today, earlier today, and give out the Helix. Why is Nintendo always being nice to us?
Well, I think the Helix thing is going to be like nothing because it's all just developer stuff. But
yeah, but we're going to find out like how this is actually going to work now.
Imagine they just reveal the console. Like, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
They pretty much should.
Yeah, at this point.
I can
See.
save the stupid photo. Anything? What else is on our docket over here?
The movie.
We'll save that. We'll save that for a second. Let's just do this Ted Turner thing. Ted Turner passed away today. And if you know anything about this guy, he was a media mogul. He is the reason why cable TV took off. He's the reason why you have 24-hour news channels, just so you know. And here he is with the WCW roster when he purchased the company from Jim Crockett Promotions. And if it was not for Ted Turner, we would not have a Monday Night War in WWE, which was known as the WWF at that time.
You wouldn't have Cartoon Network either.
Right. He also called for Cartoon Network. He was basically, like we said, a media mogul, a pioneer in, I guess, in broadcasting media. He was the king of all multimedia, not the king of media like Howard Stern. So, definitely pushed where we are today as far as television and viewing habits and all that. So, rest in peace to Ted Turner. Billionaire Ted is what they used to call him in WWF.
Yep. Now, where did his fortune go?
I don't know. He has family, so I'm sure they ended up with him. Listen, he's been apparently he's been sick for a while. So I mean, this was nothing out of the blue for people that knew what was going on. I think he suffered from some sort of dementias for this is like for a couple of years now. So this is not really I don't think this wasn't like not coming, you know what I mean? I think people were expecting this at some point. But
he was what, like 87 years old, I think.
And I think he got dementia about 3, 4, 5 years ago, something like that. Maybe longer. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to him and rest in peace, Ted Turner. Again, wrestling wouldn't be what it was today if it wasn't for this guy. And people will say, "Oh, Vince McMahon." Let me tell you something. If Ted Turner didn't launch Monday Nitro, like I said, there wouldn't have been a Monday Night War. And the Monday Night War, these guys were going back and forth. Ted Turner was buying out these guys. These guys' contracts were running up in WWF. He was offering more money to come over to WCW. So it created competition. And you know what? Good. Because WWF, if you watch the WWF before WCW, before Monday Nitro, the WWF sucked. Just saying. The minute Nitro hit the scene, McMahon had to figure it out, man. And it took him a while, but he figured it out. So, just wanted to make that mention there.
Pretty much like my childhood wouldn't be the same. No Cartoon Network, no Monday Night Wars, nothing.
Yeah, like he was all over that. He loved wrestling. That was one of his things. He loved the Atlanta Braves. He owned the Braves. I don't know who the fuck owns them now, but he owned them at one point. And he just wanted to compete. You know, McMahon spins this thing that he was trying to put him out of business and all that. That wasn't true. He wanted to compete. Bischoff wanted to put WWE out of business.
Yeah.
But Ted Turner just wanted to compete with McMahon. So that's all it was. That's why competition is good, everybody. Because look what happens when WCW went under. You got crap. What are you saying?
No, the skits used to be funny that they would do about Ted Turner.
Oh, McMahon was such a bitch. He would take ads out in the New York Post or whatever, or the Daily Times. I don't even remember what paper. He would take ads out in the newspaper saying how Ted Turner was trying to put a small business out of business and all that. It's like, what? And then they did blood on WCW once, and then McMahon took a thing out. Oh, how could you have people mutilating each other on the air? And then McMahon does it a year later, where he's bleeding all over the place on TV. Like, come on, this guy McMahon was a little bitch. Anyway, there you go. So this movie, I really don't want to spend much time talking about this. I saw the trailer. I didn't know what was happening. It looks like horse shit. Why can't they make a good game? I'm sorry, a good movie based on the game.
You didn't like that fat naked guy in the sewer?
Mr. XXL? No.
Remember that from the games? Oh wait.
No, I remember that.
Yeah, it's you know, it's basically kind of what I expected. Like, it didn't really, I did a trailer reaction last week on it when it came out, and I basically feel the same way. Like, where like I just don't see that like how this could really feel like Resident Evil. Now, I think what he is attempting to do uh, with these characters that are just kind of new, I think that's the biggest thing that is it's like why is it that hard to try to do a game
Mental, take
on
care,
the
buddy.
big screen? See
See
ya,
you,
man.
mental.
Yeah, like it's really not like you can't do something one for one. You still have to take creative liberties, I guess, in a film perspective. But the fact that it still hasn't really been attempted by a major studio is kind of a bum out for sure. And Johannes Roberts doesn't count because his film, which was the last one, Welcome to Raccoon City, tried to do two games in one, and it cut significant like points out, and like just took weird turns, that just wasn't good, quite frankly. And it was and the Netflix series was crappy because I tried to do its own thing too. So this is the eighth, Resident Evil film, and the second reboot. So I don't doubt Zach Krager's filmmaking abilities. I do think he's a good director. I think the cinematography looks good. Um, but that's all I can really say. I can only really judge it based off his previous work. I think Weapons was overrated, but I didn't hate it. Barbarian was, okay. Like, I can only really look at his past work and say, okay, can he do horror right? Does he understand like horror? And I think he does, but does he understand Resident Evil? The creative liberties, like the big, Mr. X in this or whatever it is in the sewer, and like the zombie weird looking thing coming out of the doorway, which looks like something out of an elevated horror film or a supernatural horror film.
Are
I'm
there
not a
two
fan of that.
trailers for this?
Just one.
Because I saw the guy running outside and into like a house or something, but I don't remember any of the other stuff. I remember the
Yeah,
blue guy, but that was it. I don't remember any of the in between. That's how
Yeah,
memorable this was.
There's one teaser. This is the one that is apparently it's in front of Mortal Kombat 2 this week. So that's where they're putting it.
Right.
And I heard that last week. I heard like, oh, it's going to be in front of MK2. I'm like, well, I definitely should be able to watch it before I go to the theater instead of like going to the theater, because I do want to see MK2. But yeah, I just don't know really like where he's intending to go with this, because it's just an odd like thing to do. Am I angry? Am I mad? Am I, ranting? Not necessarily yet, because I still have to see more. I'm gonna obviously go see this. I have to. But I want to walk away from this saying this is like the best live action Ari that we've gotten, even with its flaws. Like, I want to, but I'm not saying I will. You gotta, go up against all the Paul Anderson stuff that's either good or bad or ugly. And Welcome to Raccoon City, I feel like this is already probably going to be, better than that movie, because that movie was offensive, in many ways as a fan. I think like his approach at taking new characters and just setting them up in the world of Raccoon City, because what Zach Kreger said is that like Resident Evil 2 is happening basically while this is happening. So it's like Raccoon City is happening, but this is happening with these characters. So from what he's said is that I think he wants to start bringing in these characters in future films. Now, the problem with that is it's sequel bait, and you can't rely on that, because if your first movie has uninteresting
He's saying
characters,
that so that if this bombs, he can make another movie and put Leon in it or something. You know what I mean? Like the other guy did.
yeah, that's what he's basically doing. He's trying to cover his ass,
Yeah.
and I just think that like
But
if
didn't
you
he say
put,
if you want a movie based on the game, just play the games? Like that's kind of a fucked up thing to say.
it is kind of a cop out answer, because it's one of those things where like he's trying to just say, listen, I didn't do the game story because I know I can't do its justice. But it's like that's kind of bullshit, because like you don't have to, like, I don't know, like you don't have to make this a entirely, different set. Like, I don't know, you can mix it in a little bit. I mean, I know some people feel a certain way about it, where it's like you either do it, this way or that way, or nothing at all, or don't give me a little bit, just give me, what we want. Um, I don't know. Uh, it's really strange. And yeah, the snow, I don't mind the snow, but like that's a creative touch I don't necessarily mind. But you're right, it's not taking place in September, right? So it's like he's gonna be doing certain creative things that I feel like are gonna really piss me off at the end of it. Um, I'm still trying to stay positive, but I wasn't impressed, by this trailer. And like I said in my reaction, it didn't get me more excited. I just kind of feel meh about it. Um, I don't think it'll be as raging as the last one, but maybe that's not saying much. You know what I mean? It's just weird, like kind of like the snow thing. Like he is making.
Yeah, how the fuck is it
I'm a
snowing if Raccoon City's happening?
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. And that's why I think like I don't while I don't mind the snow as a backdrop, it doesn't make sense if you're saying this takes place like during those events, right? So that doesn't really line up. And what also doesn't line up is the fact that if you look at one shot, the character Brian, who is the new character, who might as well be Ethan or Grace or somebody that is supposed to be this new character that hasn't experienced horror before.
Oh my god,
I
what's
think
on, buddy? What's on? I say that all the time. What's up?
What's
up?
on?
Uh, I don't necessarily think that if you have a new character, it's immediately bad. You should just not only have new characters and that's it. Like there should be more in there that like you can wrap these characters around. But if you look at one of the shots, the character Brian has an iPhone,
Yeah, there were
like
iPhones back
flashlight.
then.
Yeah. So clearly this doesn't take place during September, and clearly this doesn't take place during 1998.
Yeah, it's current
So
day.
it's like current. So
Let me I don't know if you saw Gaming Ain't Easy last night. Probably not. But listen, Proto Foxy said that there were rumors that this guy, what's his name, Freddy Krueger?
Zach Kreger.
Krager? There's a rumor that he had the script in the backlog for years for this film. And when Sony hired him, he just pulled it out of his backlog. Did you hear that one?
Yeah. Yes. I talked about that in I think it was last year he did that interview, and I reacted to his interview basically. Like I watched it and I was just like, he's like, yeah, I kind of had this idea. of like somebody going point A to point B, and then when
Right.
he
So
found
they
out he
just
could do
slapped the name Resident
Evil.
Evil on this fucking thing, which again is bullshit. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, so he's putting Resident Evil, now he's like working the story around it, and
Right.
that's why I think that like you got to be very careful when you do this, because you know there's a lot more that needs to be explored that you're not going to be exploring in this hour. I'm going to say hour 40. It might be 2 hours, I don't know, but like you can't do all these things and just not explain them in a way that the fans are going to want, because you're trying to sell this movie to a casual market that's going to buy your thing. So like nobody's going to be sitting there and like if people just know Resident Evil from Paul Anderson's films, let's just say, or they know the game, maybe they played 9, not having Leon in a game, or I'm sorry, not having Leon in a movie after 9, I think is a huge mistake, because Leon should be all over that fucking movie because it's Leon. It's like this is, everyone
Do
knows
you
Leon, and when they
think
see him,
Sony has the rights to these films, right?
yeah,
Do you
Screen
think
Gems,
Sony
and
just
yes,
wants
everything's
to
all
have
Sony.
their own like lore and not worry about what Capcom was always doing or what
So
do you think they
here's the
want to
thing,
separate?
right? So, well, that's the thing, right? So you would think that Sony would say, you got to have these, things in here. You got to have this. You got to have that. Because it's Sony. We know how Sony is with the fucking things. Like
Yeah.
everything is like it needs to be a certain way by their book. Now, me and Nick are friends with somebody who was on the set of this, and
Gotta go wake up Nick. We gotta talk about this.
we're gonna wake him up. No, I talked to him about this, and he told me, because he went over in Europe and they were shooting, and uh, basically they like they're really trying to, from what he was saying, is that
With the
And
Texas
my name is
speech.
Captain Ketch has just tipped £5 through Super Chat. Good luck with your new channel, Perry. We are Xbox. Will it be podcast only?
Captain Catch, thank you for waking me the fuck up while I'm checking Twitter.
Thank
it's just the loudest Kincaid screaming for Kristen that's saying Freddy's back. That just played when he donated $5. Thank you again for the super chat. Yes, it will be podcast only for right now. That channel is just to talk about Xbox, and that's it. So, and that will filter in. I don't want all the crazy people coming here, so let them go over there. And that channel is designed specific. Like, if Microsoft really is listening to us, which I heard they are, they can go to that channel without getting all the extra fluff here. Like, we upload funny stuff. We live stream randomly. I do gameplay and stuff like that. We want them to listen to what we're saying about Xbox so they can help fix fucking Xbox. So that everything goes over there as far as like the major discussions. So for right now, that's not going to be like a gameplay channel or nothing. It's just going to be a podcasting channel, and that's fine. So definitely go subscribe if you want to do that. We'll still talk about Xbox here for sure, like we did tonight. That's not going to change at all. So
yeah, if it's in the news, it's in the news.
Just stay sub to both channels, and there you go. You'll get all your daily dosage. All right, what were you saying before this guy had this guy screaming at us?
I think it was. Oh yeah. So yeah, essentially, from what our buddy told us, from what Zach Kreger told him, is that they did give him free reign to kind of just do whatever he wanted, given his success off of his last film, right? Which can be a good or a bad thing. Like, you don't have somebody reeling him in. So where are these creative liberties going to go? Are they going to go too far? Are we going to actually see, characters in this that we just don't know? Are there going to be, BOWs that look like BOWs? Are the zombies going to, actually show up and be, you know, terrifying zombie dogs, maybe hunters, like something drags the body away in the trailer. We don't know what that is. So it's trying to keep it simple, but at the same time, when you're jumping into this world of Resident Evil and you're saying it takes place during the events of Raccoon City, it really doesn't make sense why it's snowing. It doesn't make sense why you would have an iPhone in 1998, which means you're just taking creative liberties of like whatever. Like you're just
That's what I'm saying, man. They
saying it.
always slapping the fans in the face with this stuff. It's like, can't you just make a Resident Evil movie? Like, just one
I
goddamn time.
I think if you're gonna do it, you should have never said it takes place. Like if you're gonna do new characters, you should never say this takes place during Raccoon City because now everyone's gonna be looking for, you know, certain things. Specifically that wrap into the universe. If you were just like, hey, look, this is like an RE7 situation, I would even have respected that. If you made an RE7 film, I wouldn't be pissed.
Right.
It probably wouldn't have been my favorite, but
it would have been respected because it's following the lore of the game. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. It just would have been like Baker House. Okay, you got to cast the Bakers and you got to cast Ethan, and he has a face, obviously. So that's the difference. Maybe he'll have more personality because he has to act for the camera. You know, it'd be a different Ethan, but it could work. So I don't know. I just think that like it doesn't really impress me. Have I seen anything that's made me rage or upset me? Not really, but maybe because I've been burned so many times. Like I definitely want to still go into this with an open mind, but I don't want to go in with like high expectations, you know, because when that movie comes out and I walk out and then I come back home at night and I'm you know take my notes and I go to sleep and I wake up and I record a podcast for it, it's like everything's going to be very, very clear of how I feel about it. So you'll get my honest review that week it comes out for sure. It's coming out September 18th, so it's going to be a interesting one. But you know, a lot of people want to talk about it, and I'm sure we'll see a trailer like a story trailer or something that shows the other characters because there's other characters in here that aren't, you know, recognizable characters, but they're just like it's a couple scientists, it's you know, an umbrella researcher or somebody like is in this, right? So that they're touching on certain things without going into all of this stuff and how they do that and the more creative liberties he takes that don't work are going to pull me away from this film even further. And I know what you always say, Perry, like, you know, it's the people have to vote with their wallet and everything like that. But I think, to be honest with you, there's fans that go see it, I'm sure. There's people like me that go see it for sure. But a lot of the reason why they do this with these films is because they're trying to sell it to people that don't have to know Resident Evil to enjoy this movie. So they're trying to sell this as like, well, this is just a horror movie that's called Resident Evil. And that's how the marketing kind of screams to me. And I'm like, well, so you're just trying to get people that like might know a couple Paul Anderson films. Maybe they played RE4, maybe they played RE9, but they're not like hardcore fans. And those are the people that are going to go see this anyway. And a lot of times those are the people, I mean, I didn't see Welcome to Raccoon City, but that was also post lockdown and stuff, and theaters were weird and it was different. Now that's not there, and you have this thing where it's like, oh man, if people see this, like, oh dude, this guy's done Weapons and he's done Barbarian. I love those movies. I'm just gonna go see Resident Evil. They might know the name because it's a, you know, kind of like a household name at this point, but like some people won't. They just think it's another Zach Kreger film. So I feel like they're selling to a lot of these people that are going to just go and see it, and it's going to make a fuck ton of money that way.
Yeah.
Which again could be better for worse because then it's like you're setting this up for sequels. You start adding legacy characters in there for part 2, and
I don't
that's
think
cool,
it's gonna get that far. I think it's gonna bomb,
but
and they're just gonna be like,
yeah, it's like
write it
you do
off.
the sequel bait thing. It's like in theory, sequel ideas and bringing in the OG characters would be cool, but you got to make it that far. You can't just do like the Walk into Raccoon City where Wesker's naked at the end and Ada is like picking him up, and it's like setting up the second movie that never happened from Johannes Roberts. Like that was the biggest mistake that whole thing did. And it was not, it wasn't good. So Is this probably going to be better than Welcome to Raccoon City? Yeah, but that's not saying much. Could this be better than all of Paul Anderson's films? I don't know. It's
And that's
kind of
pretty.
weird that we have to
That's a
compare it to
pretty
that.
low bar to say that you're not good enough than his films, because his films are kind of shitty to begin with.
Yeah, like the first film, obviously, it's kind of cheesy. It is what it is. Like, it's not great, but like this has to at least be better than that, right? Like, it has to be. I mean, I don't know though, because even that film didn't have any characters in it that we knew. It just had Umbrella.
Well,
it had
Alice and the other guy are bootleg Chris and Jill. Like, we all knew that going in.
Yeah, and then he brought him in Apocalypse and stuff, or at least Jill and some new.
Yeah, because the
people,
fans
but-
got mad and he was trying to appease the fans. But he brought in Jill and he made Jill unlikable. So it's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck was
well,
the point?
Well, that's the problem. Is that
They
he
made
it
Leon like a
about
fucking
Alice.
homeless guy in that one movie. They killed Barry out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah, they made it all about Alice, where Alice took away
yeah, his wife.
the
Shout out to the director, right?
yeah, like Alice took away the energy from Jill that whole movie.
Yep.
Because it's supposed to be Jill's like escape story, and then it becomes, well, it's all about Alice, and Jill's just here now. It's like
Yeah, they did that just to shut people up. That's all.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see as far as how much money it makes, Venom Dave, but I don't think will it make as much money. I don't think it'll be a 6-film franchise like Anderson's films, but I don't know. But yeah, I there's gonna be more stuff talking about that as more trailers come out. But you know, people like hearing us talk about it because obviously I've had my hand in, you know, a couple fan films, obviously, that kind of resulted in our frustration. So, you know, how people feel about that is, you know, whatever you I've heard it all already online, you know, so it's either you like it, you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not saying I'm entitled because I've done fan films, but I at least try to look for what fans don't like and like. And when I'm seeing that movie in September, it's going to be a clear sign of like, okay, this is not the vibe of Resident Evil. This doesn't really feel like Resident Evil. It doesn't. It just doesn't have. It needs to feel like Resident Evil through and through, and if it doesn't, it's going to feel hollow. That's it. You know, it's just going to feel like Ari is plastered on this for marketing, but it's not an Ari film, and that's my worst fear. So I'm kind of just like about it. Like I just don't really, not really excited. Not more excited than before the trailer. Not more excited after the trailer. I'm just like, oh, it's a thing. Let's you know, he's not gonna do this. So, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, there goes that stupid trailer. What the hell with that?
I will try to go check out Mortal Kombat 2 this week.
Yeah,
So I'll let you guys know how I feel about that.
Yeah, let us know how that is, because I'm not gonna go see it. I'll wait till it comes out on 4K, but I'm interested in knowing, because you know, Jesus, he's been telling me to watch the first one for years. I have it on 4K, but I never watched it. Because he's telling me
I'll
to
be
watch it
honest
so
with
I
you.
could get mad at him and fucking yell at it. But
If I leave the theater and I tell you that you don't got to watch that first film, you don't have to watch the first film. You know what I mean?
a lot of
And I
people are
have a
saying
feeling
that
I'm
you
gonna
don't have
say
to.
that. Yeah, it's because like obviously we know there's no tournament in the first movie. Like this is that was the biggest complaint. So I feel like this one by default should just be what you watch. I mean, I guess you could watch it when you have it on 4K just to compare, like, okay, like, because there's still some good fight scenes in the first one, but not with like new characters and stuff. So I don't know, but yeah, so that comes out tomorrow. Technically, it comes out early screenings.
In select
Because
cities.
movie theaters by me show them on like Thursday. When they come out Friday, you could like see it a day early or whatever. So, but yeah, that's coming out, and more video game movies. But this one hopefully should be good. So,
I'm seeing a tweet from Go Nintendo. I don't know if this is a real site or if this is some parody thing or whatever. GoNintendo.com, I guess. Okay. Sally Field, the actress, owns a Nintendo Switch too, loves Zelda, and recalls playing the series with Robin Williams.
Really?
That's what it says here. There's a whole article on this on Go Nintendo.
Wow.
I'll send you the tweet. And by the way, I saw the movie that they were in together, Mrs. Doubtfire. I saw that in the theater.
Great movie.
It's a good movie.
Awesome movie. You know what's funny? Someone years ago wrote Mrs. Doubtfire too. And it's like Stu dresses up as a woman because he wants to spend time with the kids. And somebody flamed the guy in the message board saying the kids will be in their 30s. And why would Stu be dressed up as a woman to hang out with them? I just thought that was funny. Here, I'll paste this right here. Any questions in the chat before we wrap up? Anything you want to ask this guy? We don't have any other things, right? That was it.
What was that?
Looks like we got it.
Looks like we nailed everything. Now let's talk really bad about Xbox right now. If you want Xbox talk, you got to go Monday and then come back here on Wednesday. How about that?
I'm buying that game, that Stranger Than Heaven game, day one, but they totally botched up the marketing. So,
well, why? When I checked YouTube, there was like 100 fucking videos that Xbox posted about it.
Well, they had an Xbox Presents about the game because they have the marketing.
But I'm not subscribed to Xbox Brazil and Xbox Japan and all that stuff, and that all popped up in my feed on YouTube. Like, what happened?
I have no idea. But they put the damn logos, the PS5 and Steam, and it's like,
but that's
why?
a Sega game, isn't it?
Yeah, but they have the marketing. It's like, and it's on their channel. They don't. PlayStation would never put the Xbox logo on.
Right,
there.
but they don't have time for that because this is something that was already in the can.
I guess
you guys have to understand, like they're not gonna fix this stuff immediately on third party. That stuff was already paid for. They can't just go in there and take the thing off. Sega or whoever paid for that already.
Yeah, but so in June, are we going to see, like, there's not much time.
You're not going to see that in June if they decide that they're not going to do multiplats. If they're going to do exclusive games, they're going to in June, if they're going to go full bore with exclusive, they're going to tell you, and this will only be on Xbox, and it will not be on PlayStation or nowhere else. They're going to flat out tell you that in June. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, if they come out in June and say, yeah, you could buy this anywhere, then it's over. Then we all walk away. We go back to what we were doing a month ago. But they have to, I'm going to give them one more shot with this whole thing because it's a different person running it. That's what we wanted. We didn't want the old regime in there. We want the new people in there. Well, now we got to put our money where our mouth is. And so far, this lady's doing a great job. So let's see what happens.
I'm definitely down to give them one more shot with this.
One more shot, and that's it. Stuff. If you screw up, if I see any more rakes or anything, it's over. I'm out. Because I was already out.
Yeah, you gotta do it right.
Yeah. You gotta treat your fans right. Where the hell is the damn chat room? I have so many tabs open from People's Court. I don't even know what the fuck is happening anymore. I can't find the show. I found it now. Here we go. It's like I queue these tabs up because I'm going to watch them. But then I don't watch them. I forget about them and they're still open. And now I'm going through like 50 tabs over here. People's Court is fun. Just saying. Too bad they got rid of that show.
It's a good show.
Captain Catch says this Sunday it's 10 years since Uncharted 4. I wish Sony would bring that back.
Jeez.
Wow, 10 years from Uncharted 4, huh?
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, they gotta they have to say that. They have to say this is definite that we're doing exclusivity.
He said the defendant.
Oh, this is the defendant. Okay. I thought
This is
because
the
he corrected
defendant.
himself, so I don't know what's going on.
Yes, the
Think this lady should do like an hour presentation, really talk about the future of Xbox like they used to do at E3. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it needs to be an hour, but I think it needs to be to the point, clear, and that's it. You put your foot down. And it starts with Gears of War. If Gears of War has the PS5 logo, then it's over. It doesn't matter what they do. That means they've gone full multi-plat, and nothing matters at that point. We basically go back to where we were a month ago, square one. But let's see what happens. I think there's a good shot that they're gonna recoup this brand, and they have to. I mean, for the future of fucking gaming, for God's sakes. Do you want $900 consoles? No. You want Sony to run roughshod on the pricing? No. So that's what they say in the People's Court. Yes, this is the defendant. This
Gee,
is the
claims they're going to
plaintiff.
make Xbox exclusives again.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
But they're not going to do that.
You know, you sound more like that guy than we do. That guy. So that guy, he's the guy that he used to be outside the courtroom that would interview them when they would win or lose.
Yeah.
And then they brought back the original guy from the original series. But they kept the other guy because he does the voice of the when people walk in, he does the voices. He's always done the voices. Apparently, he's a big voice actor, that guy. He's been in video games and everything. So,
Oh wow. Well, he has the voice for it, so.
well, yeah, that's the whole thing. So that's why they still kept him on. They just had him do the voice work. But he does the Solid Snake thing where he purposely knows he's being a dick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we'll watch that when you guys come up here.
And they plugged in a Nintendo, and it's just like
That's what he says. That's exactly how he does it, like the Solid Snake guy.
Oh, that's funny.
Maybe Xbox can acquire them or just acquire the voice actor. Kinjar, what's going on? Any complaints tonight? Yes. About the Steam controller. Actually, it's called the second Steam controller because I have the first Steam controller. Because why wouldn't I have it?
Why wouldn't I?
He says. The money he's owed. Like he literally says it like that.
Yeah.
But I like how the people in the room hear that. Like,
Yeah, and they so, you can see some of them start laughing or some of them face palming. Sometimes they like look like huh? Like why did he say that?
Yeah.
the one lady was like, "That's not true." Like she was all upset about what he was saying.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the old guy when they win or lose, they walk out there. He just flat out goes, "Yeah, so you lost," and the judge doesn't believe you.
He
How
was
does it feel
brutal
that
to
you
that
lost?
one lady. The lady with the car rental, he was brutal to that lady.
Bro, he's like that with everybody. He doesn't give a fuck, and he laughs at them too.
Yeah.
They're like, "Well, the judge wasn't hearing me." He goes, "Yeah, you lost," and he starts laughing.
Yeah. And he puts his hand on their shoulder and like pushes them off the camera.
Yeah.
Off the...
Or they're
He
trying to
assaults
talk.
them
He's like,
again.
"Yeah, go that way."
Yeah, right over there.
I don't know. That show was great. All right. Any 5 seconds? Any more questions? Because we're gonna run.
I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow with this developer thing.
What time is that?
think it's at 1, or is it 12 or 1? Let me see.
It doesn't matter. Whatever time I wake up, the internet's gonna be blown up about it anyway.
Yeah, I sent you the link. It's on that thing. That's that that channel. They have a separate channel for it. Yeah, it says game dev update. I just had the thing up. Oh, Thursday, May 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern, premiering on the YouTube channel, the
Okay.
Microsoft Game Dev YouTube channel. So I don't think it's gonna be, because like they have live streams on there that are 4 hours long. I don't think it's gonna be like, I don't know what it is, but
Either way, I'll try to
Whatever.
catch it. If I'm awake, I'm freaking tired, man. I slept all day today. Today was a crappy day outside, so I stayed in.
I'm so tired for some reason. I think it's the weather.
Yeah, I know. And the cats were tired too. They were all wrapped up in a blanket.
Yeah.
They slept during the day because the weather was shitty.
Yeah, it was nice out yesterday and crappy today. So
I don't know how. I go in there, they're wrapped up like a burrito in the blanket. They do it themselves, but it looks like somebody did it for them.
yeah, they'll find a way to like get comfortable. Nuts.
They know. They're like,
Sometimes
"Don't
I'll just
gotta
see a
go in
lump on the bed. The cat goes under the blanket and he's just a little lump.
there."
I did after gaming and easy last night. I opened the door and they're all standing there like they were eavesdropping on the fucking door. And I was like, what do you guys want? Like they were all like next to each other around the door.
They wanted to listen to the podcast.
And they don't run away. They just stand there. These cats. They're not like the other cats where they all run away if you open the door. They stand there and they look at you. And I'm like, what do you guys want?
Yeah.
Like I got kids. Like I got 3 kids here.
Dude, the
Yeah.
guy.
They all got different personalities, so it's like,
Well, the Sphinx, they don't care. They will stand there. You know how many times they run in front of my feet and I'm kicking them by accident?
yeah.
Or I'm walking and they just stand there and they will not move. And I'm like, can you move? And they just stand there. They will not move.
I had a guy come in because I have a hole in the ceiling that they have to patch because we did like some work or whatever. And the guy came in today and the cat was under the table and I guess he didn't know someone was coming in. And all of a sudden he takes off running, but he's on the wood floor, so he's not going anywhere. And then he just goes flying and slams into a wall and goes through and like the guy standing there was probably like, what the hell animal was that?
Yeah.
'Cause the cat was so fast that it was like, the guy's probably scared. Like, was this guy have like a dog or something? in
I
here?
could zoom past them.
Yeah. Cats are so dumb sometimes. It's like he's not gonna come in here. I'm not gonna let a guy in here to come kill you. Like he's just looking at something real quick.
You know, they go.
The cat
like-
ran for its life. Like it,
Yeah.
like it's just a human being. Like,
Yeah.
like a monster came in.
Well, they like to hide and see who that is, and then they can come out when they want. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he does. But
these
it's like
Sphinx, they don't do that. They're like kids running around the house. They'll come up to you. They'll go up to anybody. They don't care. You can just pick them up and grab them, throw them around. They don't care. They're not like other cats. I've owned cats my whole life, and these cats are like dogs. They're like well-mannered dogs. So
Yeah.
and
They're,
I
you
guess
know-
that's going to be the cat moving forward that we end up getting because can't deal with the hair. And you know what? Like I said, they're like little kids. They follow you. They do it. They're not like the other cat. They don't hide or anything. They're all up in your face. These cats.
Yeah, when
I
I was
like
staying in the guest bedroom, it was like they were just all like just wanted to know what I was doing on the air mattress basically, and they're just like, "Well, you're here now, so we're just gonna lay, next to you and purr next to you." Basically, that's what they're doing. So
Yeah, they don't stop. Like the clip of 30-second cat. I like the clip of 30 cats freaking out over someone knocked something over.
that's what they do.
There was a clip on YouTube. This is like 15 years ago, where some guy was just screaming at his cats.
oh yes, I
Remember that
remember
guy?
that.
It sounded like Kiefer Sutherland. Like
Jump!
yeah.
Jump! Yeah.
Get
Oh,
the
fucking
fuck
door.
down from there. That's
Yeah.
what the guy said when I think it was on the bookshelf.
Oh yeah. They looked at him like, "You're never like this. Like, why are you doing this?"
Yeah, that was funny. That's an old video though, like super old.
Yeah, that is 2005 YouTube
Yeah.
/ MySpace that was even on.
1 minute,
Mm.
120 in 1 minute. And that's when we will end it. Any questions? You got less than a minute.
Nope.
Have you played Ground Zero? No, I have not. I sent the cat video in the chat. All right, D, take care, and thank you again for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. Cam May,
TND.
thank you so much. He says, great show.
Yeah,
Come
good
on.
show as always.
It's been 119 for like 6 minutes.
I know.
I appreciate it. All right, it's 120. There you go. Anytime, buddy. Anytime. I know I can't get to everyone's comments in the chat, but I appreciate it. And thank you for being here, D. All right. We're going to wrap up. Again, I want to make some mentions here. The Daily Dog on X. That is Tim Dog's Spaces every day at 4 p.m. on X, which is known as Twitter. Check him out there. We also do a show with Tim Dog every Monday night called We Are Xbox over on the We Are Xbox YouTube channel. It's a different channel. And you can catch us there Monday night between 8 o'clock and 8:15. And we go live for about an hour or two talking about the latest stuff in Xbox, what's going on. But follow Tim Dog on Twitter. And he will give you all the up-to-date information on Xbox, and watch his spaces. And it's good. I'm always in the spaces because I want to know what's going on. So you'll see me in there. Sometimes I jump on and talk, but now that we do the show Monday, I kind of like lay back and let the other people talk, give them their time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So follow us there and all that. Gaming Ain't Easy on Proto Foxy's channel every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Follow me there. And then I'm here every Wednesday with these guys. So Anthony, what happened? You didn't do the dice lock?
No, we had to record a bunch of stuff. One video dropped today, and the following is dropping tomorrow. So we basically just had to move stuff around, basically.
All
So,
So when the
we're
next time you're
recording-
streaming? Or you don't know?
I not too sure. I mean, we're gonna probably have to move the dice lock to another day, but I might be able to jump on and do a live hangout maybe tomorrow,
Nice.
or later today rather, because it's already Thursday. So yeah, maybe in the evening I'd like to do a hangout or something. As long as no DLC just randomly drops tomorrow or Friday as far as the mini game. I'll start putting some more live streams out there. We've just been so focused on trying to figure out the video release tactics and what works and what doesn't work and shit. So, but yeah, didn't get a chance to do Dice Lock, but you'll be seeing a couple videos that I've been editing and working on, and they're going to be dropping. One drop today. Tomorrow, a Zach Krager discussion is dropping, like kind of discussing it more. So expect that tomorrow around 1 p.m. and maybe a stream later, just a hangout stream. So,
And that's at the YouTube channel, Let's Talk Resident Evil.
yes.
And when that goes down, he will make a channel called Let Us Talk Resident Evil.
Yes. Lettuce
and tomato.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have in the pinned chat there, Mike and Peter, the original Next Level Gaming. Those guys are on shareplay.tv. Click on that link down there. Subscribe to them over there. Bookmark it. Do what you got to do because they post content every night. And it's awesome gaming content. So, and you'll see me in the chats every once in a while. Sometimes it's just too late when I'm done with these podcasts that I totally just grab food and I go to bed. And sometimes I'm not able to get in those rooms, but sometimes I got time and I jump in the rooms. So you never know when you'll see me over there. But shout out to those guys. Check out Noof Nukem on Crazy About Games every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. And I think we covered everybody right here, right now. So Taylor says he farts in people's faces. I don't know what that has to do with
Jeez.
anything, but there you go.
Well, there you go.
All right. Well, Talos, if they don't have exclusives on the 7th of June, then you can fart in Xbox's face. And that's how we'll end it tonight.
Exactly.
Everyone, take care. Have a safe weekend, and good night. We'll catch you guys next week.
Take care,
Bye.
everybody. Peace out.
Peace. And shout out to Captain Catch and D for the super chats tonight. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you.